60, excuse me. Oh, crashing into a Jeep, crashing into another vehicle here. David, we were up over Knott's Berry Farm, looked out the window, and what do you have? Another pursuit. This is eastbound 91 freeway, just past the 5 freeway. Unclear which agency is pursuing this vehicle. Right now, he's going so fast, there's nobody right behind him, but very erratic driving, getting off of the 91 freeway. It's a black Honda Civic. The driver's side window rolled down. Apparently, this was an attempted traffic stop. As I mentioned, unclear which agency and who is pursuing here, or if this is technically still in pursuit mode, but what you can see here is that the driving is very dangerous, very erratic and aggressive tactics as he tries to thread the needle here, squeezing through these two cars at a red light. You can see some front end damage on that bumper, now turning left onto Huntington Avenue, just south of the 91 freeway. This appears to be a residential street, doing about 60 miles per hour down a residential street just east of Maple Street. So Huntington Avenue and Maple Street, just coming up on Maple, making a right turn now, slowing down just a little bit, zigzagging his way again through this residential neighborhood with nobody right behind him, but making random turns nonetheless here at a pretty high rate of speed and not really stopping for any of these stop signs. Looks like he's pulling over and maybe thinking about dumping the vehicle. There goes the driver's side door opening up, and he is either going to walk or run away here. He dropped his phone, and now maybe getting in the vehicle. We'll see here. It looks like he's very, very agitated, in a rush to get away from that vehicle. Getting in a pickup truck. We'll see if he, okay, yeah, he does not. He does. I was going to say maybe he happens. Yeah, he's breaking into the pickup truck. Right, so he's getting back in that original car. Almost for a second looks like he was intentionally getting in that pickup truck as if he also had the keys, but obviously was trying to break in there, now choosing to get away in that original pursuit vehicle. I can tell you that Anaheim PD's helicopter is overhead here. They have eyes on it. They are probably streaming ABC7 as we speak as well, and you can see now getting back onto Falmouth Avenue at a high rate of speed after failing to take over that pickup truck back in that original Honda Civic.
All right, we're live. We are back. We got a live chase going on. Let me get to, I thought I turned this shit on, but evidently I did not. Hold on just a minute. God damn it. Yeah, it's on. What the hell, over? There we go. Let me turn the volume up.
We'll be getting into, I believe, the Wilmington
We got a live chase happening
again,
right now. I figured, hell, what the hell? Let's just go live with it. Hey, Gamertron. How you doing, buddy?
Ground units are from the LAPD. Mike, are you seeing those ground crews there?
All right, let me make sure I'm up and running everywhere.
When we first got overhead, we saw a number of squad cars, probably at least 6 of them, that were,
hey, Rex, how you
I
doing,
would say
buddy?
about half a mile or so behind this guy as he was driving through the residential area. But here, now you can see he's on the main highway here, Pacific Coast, trying to make his way through the intersection, weaving through, nearly hitting that.
What's up, Pat and Chat? Hey, Tons, how you doing, man?
Trying to scan around here, so it doesn't look like he really knows where he's going. He's flipping around. Looks like
this looks like it's in Long Beach, California.
That's in the car, driving up on the curb, blowing through the parking lot there. So now, making a U-turn, you can see some of those squad cars. So just driving right back towards those LAPD units that were.
Why is it skip? It's got to be the helicopter.
Right now.
Howdy there, Pat. Jordan.
Cutting off traffic.
How you doing, buddy?
Making a sharp turn.
Happy Friday.
Continuing eastbound here. On
this skipping is the actual helicopter. It's their video, not on the stream.
To the radio traffic here from the helicopter, as he is trying to keep the squad cars up to date as to where this car is going. You can see it's changing streets
what the hell happened
so quickly.
there?
So there's a lot of communication back and forth.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
Make no mistake, those squad cars that we saw just moments ago are not too far behind. Looks like at least
they should be right on his freaking bumper.
Car.
Oh, they're not too far behind, just a couple
really
miles.
No
it's all right.
Where he's going.
He's only putting everybody's life in danger on the roadway. It's okay.
Anywhere he can right now.
They'll eventually catch up if he runs out of gas.
And,
sure.
Let's see. Well,
got
right
it.
now here, kind of give you a sense of the area that we're in. We're in an industrial
And
area
doing
here
pretty
of
good
Long
today.
Beach.
I'm doing
We're
good every
not too
day.
far from the harbor. So Long Beach Harbor,
Every
San
day.
Pedro, those areas. We're just north of the docks. So if he continues this direction,
See, it's
he's
stuff
gonna
like
inevitably
this,
hit
ladies and
a
gentlemen. Let me turn this
dead-end
down just a
street.
little
Looks
bit.
like a security guard that might be on the curb there.
See, this is what I
trying to get out
call
of the way. Looks
a
like he's
complete
running a
embarrassment
detector on there. To me,
to
that looked
law
like a
enforcement
security guard.
across the
I don't
United
know if that was an
States.
LAPD
Watching the
officer, but I
LAPD
do see
pretend to be
squad car there,
cops
so,
when they're social
it is
workers.
possible that was a law
What an
enforcement
embarrassment to
officer
the
that had been
badge.
drawn there
What
for
a
just moment. Had to get out of
disrespect
the way,
to the
as,
badge.
he didn't
Because
know
the
if that person was gonna
LAPD is a
drive
bunch
up
of
onto the
fucking
sidewalk,
clowns
blow through the
that should
intersection
not be
there
allowed to
again,
wear a
making a
badge.
speed.
They're social
They're,
workers.
let's see, about 50 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour.
Daddy, it's
At least he's
breaking
staying
in
on
it.
the correct side of
That's
the
not
road. At
me.
this
It's
point,
the
looks like he's gonna
helicopter, man.
opt to get on the freeway there. It's the 17
No, it's not.
freeway.
It's not me.
And let's see,
Trust me on that. It's not on my end. Everything's running smooth on my end.
So it looks like we are going.
If that was the case, then my stream over here on my web would be doing the same thing. All my pages would be hanging up, and they're not. Yeah, the video from the helicopter is skipping, jerking, and all that. It's from the actual live stream on their end.
Starting to pick up those speeds here. We'll get the camera stabilized here and kind of give you an accurate idea of how fast this guy is going here, blowing through the traffic. So we're
Damn, man.
about 70 miles an hour or so here as we continue northbound.
Thank you, Tons. Thank you, Jordan.
An opportunity to get off on
Hey,
the
Todd, how you doing? Let me bring this volume up just a little bit.
Towards the shoulder here, so we're passing Pacific Coast Highway. That was the overpass that he was just on, making his way over towards the fast lane here. So now we're going to make our way.
See, that's not me. That's them. I didn't turn off the video. That's them. Doing well at work.
Yes, we are. We had to make a
Wow.
quick turn
Take
there,
the rest
so,
of the
hopefully
day
we'll
off, Todd. If
we'll
anybody
do
gives you
that
any
back
shit
here.
about it, you have them call me
Red car's
personally.
Still making his way up northbound. You see all those big rigs that have made their way, make their way to and from the ports here. So I might have to evade.
Oh,
many of
okay,
those,
Rex.
big
Whatever you
truck
think.
drivers here that
All
are
right,
on the
buddy.
northbound side of the 710.
It's the
So
fucking
going pretty fast, much
video,
faster than the rest of the
not
cars that are here on
me.
the freeway, about 80 miles an hour. We
Damn.
saw at least 2 people that are in the
I know when
car,
it's me.
presumably
I'll say, oh,
stolen
something's going
vehicles
on.
that
I
are
already
in
know.
the
I've done this long
harbor
enough to
area.
know.
When the LAPD,
It's the freaking helicopter
located the car,
camera that's breaking up.
called it in, and next thing you know, this guy just took off. So we still have LAPD squad cars that are directly behind. We're listening to the radio traffic.
A10 and use the gating gun. Well,
which oftentimes
border
will get
control,
called
that would be kind of screwed up. You'd probably hit some innocent victims. You see all the other vehicles on the road?
Drop back.
Yeah.
We're making a erratic turn there, weaving into the shoulder. So just really dangerous condition here is on the 710 with this guy driving as fast as he is. A lot of big rigs here, so hopefully
A lot of big rigs. Don't hit the
big rig
trucks.
drivers to have to swerve. We can only just imagine, what that could do, as these big rigs can take up several lanes here at once. Okay, here we are getting off. Is this might? I don't know if this is a transition or an off ramp here.
I'm checking everything, guys.
Mike, is that the transition to the 405? Okay, all right. So looks like he's picked up the transition to the 405 freeway southbound here, making his way around. I'm not even sure if that was 2 lanes, but he made it 2 lanes. All right, we're crossing over the LA River here once again. For the most part, just kind of staying in the vicinity of where this pursuit started, in the harbor area, Long Beach, this and that. All right, making a short
He tried to fake them out. Did you guys see that? Choo, choo.
still staying on the freeway.
You don't take much to fake out these social workers with a badge at the LAPD.
Squad car is still behind
Fucktards.
at least. Let's see. We'll widen out here just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. At
Every
least 4 or
one of
5
them should have their
LAPD
certification
units still directly
revoked
behind this gray
for
car.
not upholding their
Of course,
oath.
overhead.
They took an oath
Tabs on
to
it.
uphold the laws of the
And
state of
got the window
California.
down here. We'll
Keep
see
the
if,
citizens safe. Are they doing that? Are they upholding their oath right now? No, they're not. They never do.
But it's got the window down. It's got a passenger in there.
Idiots.
And where this vehicle was stolen from, or if it is indeed stolen, I guess we'll wait to hear. But That is what the want that we're hearing, at least for right now, and he's just not ready to give up. So continuing here, southbound 405, basically staying in the middle lanes at this point. The good news is,
See, the danger of a chase, when you go to initiate a 1038, which is a vehicle stop, and they take off on you, the danger of it is you have no idea who you're chasing. He could be some dumb idiot that's just running because his license is suspended. But the moment he starts running, you're not chasing somebody that's got a suspended license. You're chasing a felon, because it is a felony to run from the police. It's fleeing and attempting to elude. It's a felony. So it doesn't matter why he's running. It matters that now you're chasing a felon. And for the LAPD to ever say, oh, break off the chase, so you're going to let a felon get away. Does that make the citizens and the population of that city safer? Or are they in more danger? Yeah. They say they do it for safety reasons. If it was for safety reasons, they would chase that son of a bitch into the dirt. Chase him until his car falls apart.
I would imagine he's going to try and exit here.
Hey, Lauren, how are you doing, darling? What time is it? Oh, it's only 3:52 in the afternoon, my time.
Appears to be Lakewood Boulevard, and we'll see if he gets back on the service.
Why don't they just
traffic here?
Okay.
Forced to slow down. You can see it's just, obviously, just cutting through there.
And see, when the police break off the chase or follow him from 10 miles back, the suspect still drives like the cops are right on his bumper. He still drives erratic. He's still reckless driving. He still weaves in and out of traffic, even if nobody's behind him chasing him. So does that make the citizens safer, the drivers on the roadway safer to break off the chase? No. If you've got officers behind him with lights and sirens going, it alerts the rest of the traffic that there's danger behind me. I need to get over. There's danger. Once they break off the chase, you've eliminated that lights and siren. So he's still going to drive crazy, erratic, and nobody's being warned that he's running from the police because the police broke off the chase. It's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard of, to break off a chase. Stop chasing. What? No. You chase that son of a bitch until he drops.
Drive over onto the shoulder. Yes, he is. Okay, so he's up on the curb. Nearly missing all those vehicles here that are just trying to exit the 405 freeway here at Lakewood.
Yeah, they're really safe, right? Because the cops are just following. You've been busy? Welcome to the real world, Lauren. I've been busy. We've all been busy. Well, maybe not Todd. Todd hadn't been busy. He's playing hooky, but he's at work. But he's at work playing hooky because he's not working. He's watching the stream. So there is that.
Lakewood Boulevard here, making our way back towards the city, into the city.
I had to reset my app. So it was on your end. Well, actually, it was a helicopter's camera. Because now it's running smooth. I guess they fixed their problem.
Or the Wilmington area. Long Beach PD could get involved here at some point if they're not already.
Can you guys hear the commentator? Or is he so low you can't hear him?
Parking lot here. Back out
Damn, my nose is itching. I must be allergic to you, Lauren, today.
Side street here, so through a residential area now.
Have you been eating Bit of honey? I'm allergic to you now.
The squad cars that are getting closer now. We saw at least 6 of them earlier in trail of this gray vehicle here. At some point, we'll try and see if we can look inside the front windshield and get a look at the passenger who's also in the car. We don't know if the passenger.
See, in most states, this chase would have ended probably 20 minutes ago.
Not willing to stop for the LAPD.
We would have pitted him and blitzed the car. As soon as you pit him, you rush that car and yank his ass out of the driver's seat, right? But at LAPD, oh no, they're going to hide behind their patrol units like fucking cowards and try to negotiate with him out of the car. Hey, we got Happy Meals on the way, buddy.
It would appear
We even
that
Biggie fried it.
people
Hold on,
are
man.
Somewhat familiar with this area, so maybe
Dumb pieces of shit with a badge. Every fucking one of them. Excuse my language, but it pisses me off every time I see these joke of an department called the LAPD. Fuck them. They're an embarrassment to the country.
Door's still open. No one's out. LAPD is caught up now.
Look at these cowards in these patrol units. Just a bunch of fucking cowards. And I mean it. It makes me sick to my stomach. Get up there and pit him. But after about an hour and a half, out of nowhere, they'll go up there and pit him. I guess the news station said their ratings had went up. Go ahead and end the chase.
Is with the driver. It's not
hey, baby girl, how are you doing, darling? Welcome aboard, you and Lauren.
At this point. Okay, we're up at the major intersection here, Redondo Beach.
And see, they should surround him right there.
Okay.
Wow.
Squad car. One of those squad cars inevitably will stop and question that person that just got out of the car.
Yeah, sure he will.
Assuming that was the person that had the door kicked open, I believe it was the same color pants as the person that was trying to hold the door open with their foot. And
Los Angeles, go figure. Yep, go figure. They don't want to scratch their vehicle, so they don't want... Yeah, pretty much, Gamertron. Social workers with a badge in action. What a joke. You wouldn't see this shit in Arkansas, or Louisiana, or Mississippi, or Alabama, Georgia, you know, Florida, yeah, North Carolina. I don't know much about South Carolina if they would do that. I doubt it.
You know, Glenn, I say that, but they're... Ooh. Coming to a screeching halt here. Going to go over the center divider. Going to bring the LAPD along with them. I say,
look at these cowards. Let's just play follow the leader. Yeah. He'll run out of gas eventually.
At this point, and as fast as
cowards.
car has been
absolute cowards.
Haven't had the opportunity to look at
they could get up there, ladies and gentlemen, and pit this son of a bitch so quick and end this chase so he's not a danger to everybody else on the road. He's not going to hit somebody head on and kill somebody.
I will say that LAPD does have the lead.
Now, even if they broke off the chase right now, his driving will not change. This guy running, he will still drive erratic and reckless.
Under the runways of Long Beach Airport, so we are just east.
Kansas Highway Patrol would pit this. You don't know that.
Airport here. Making our way up.
You hope they would, Trooper.
And still staying in the Long Beach area for the most part. Several black and whites directly behind.
No, but I'm sure Kansas would put a stop to it too. See how far they are? Look. See how far they are behind the suspect?
Cross traffic.
That's not me. That's their video.
Helicopter out here at 9 o'clock. Yeah, back on the right side now, but certainly willing to use any means necessary to keep the car moving, and not try and create some distance here from the LAPD. But yeah, they're not falling for that. Okay, LAPD making a smart move there. Going to stay on the right side of traffic, just kind of go parallel with this guy. So another red light there. You can see just about everybody is stopped there at that intersection. So some good news there. Now that we're on surface streets, you can certainly hear those lights and sirens coming up. And you know, anybody that you know, most people hear that, they know to just kind of stop and let the emergency vehicles through. So it's a good sign that we're seeing LAPD keep up with this guy and bring attention to the public that this guy's driving so fast through the city. It looks like we're in Lakewood now, actually. So Lakewood Boulevard, making our way northbound. We got a little ways to go before we hit the 91, but that would be the next nearest freeway if he keeps going in this general direction here. And Yeah, now he's on a little access road there. A lot of homes here. LAPD slowing down just a little bit there. They know they have a helicopter. The helicopter is going to stay overhead, and so they're going to slow down, knowing that there could be, pedestrians walking around here. You got a lot of parked cars. Don't want this guy to slam into a parked car if they can avoid it. And I think we saw that coming there. He's up on the curb, kind of grazed that sign there. LAPD's, well, they're going to do the same. Not much choice there, but here we are. Now we're eastbound to Lamo, through the city of Lakewood here. Now we're in sheriff territory, so there's a possibility the sheriff's department could get involved. I think that they will probably,
Hold on just a minute. I'm setting something up here.
Have the LAPD stick with this guy, but technically they are out of the city of Long Beach and in the Lakewood Sheriff territory here. Still driving on the wrong side of traffic. Ooh, people trying to avoid coming up on the red light, cross traffic, barreling through. Ooh, just a really dangerous situation here with this one guy.
I think it's safe to say liberalism doesn't work in the no, it does not.
Before, and,
because the criminals are, they don't show any type of liberalism. Except you're violating my rights, yanking me out of this car because I was running from you. They're dangerous. And if you're going to be a coward and try to be a liberal in the line of duty, you're going to get yourself killed or others.
With this possible stolen car.
And not only that, everyone on the road right now, their life is in danger.
Chose to evade the LAPD in the San Pedro, Wilmington area.
Because these cowards refuse to uphold the law. They refuse to stand by their oath of office. Not office, but their oath as a police officer. You have to take an oath before you can put that badge on. Absolutely, he is. Ooh, going in for a pit here, possibly. Yeah, it looked like they were. This is the closest we have seen the LAPD get to this great vehicle. It looked like he was getting in a position there to possibly pit this car. Look, considering the street conditions here, this might be an ideal place to do so. And this guy's still speeding up, trying to race the LAPD here, but it looks like he's going to go in for the pit. Right yeah, I guess so. Everybody's at McDonald's.
Looks like now he's back on the wrong side of traffic, so he's going to have to try and find another opportunity here to see if he can get. He's not boxing himself in, so.
I was thinking Dunkin' Donuts.
Right behind the bushes there. Mike should be popping out here in just a moment. There he is. Okay, so eventually he gets back on the right side of traffic, but
yeah, right.
That is just nerve-wracking when you see him just barreling full speed and head on towards those other cars that have to swerve out of the way. Again,
this is insane the way they're doing this. Totally insane.
To see it coming, but,
and what's even sad is when they finally get this up, when he runs out of gas or wrecks, you'll watch the LAPD, they will hide like cowards behind their door of their patrol units.
Pretty crazy here through
no shit. And try to negotiate with a uneducated idiot.
The bar up top there. Ooh, coming to a stop. What's he
Instead of blitzing the car like most departments would do, and yank his ass out of the. No, he'll sit in there and smoke a cigarette, drink a beer, just hang out in his car, while the cowards are hid behind their patrol units.
Okay, so we're on the border of Cerritos and Lakewood here.
Hey Casey, how you doing, buddy?
And I don't think LAPD is going to try and pit him in this right here in the.
See, they could pit him right there.
still staying right behind. Ooh, he's into a cul-de-sac here. Okay, so doors open. Car's still rolling. He's
Yeah.
running across.
Piece of shit.
Running across the grass area here. Let's wide now. Let's see how much grass he's got going here. All right, so now he's through a little alleyway here, still in between the homes.
Now, what if he home invades somebody right now?
So,
What if he kicks somebody's door in and takes everybody in the house hostage? Do you think that was safer than just follow? That makes the community safer? Because they just wanted to follow behind him by a mile or so? Piece of shit.
In other words, yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, you're probably right. He probably won't be jogging 3 miles for a while after this, but so it doesn't.
You can tell he's getting he's getting tired.
Likely not. Doesn't appear to be armed, at least at this point. So he's slowing down.
He's getting tired, y'all.
Time for the rest of the LAPD guys catch up.
Oh, look at the officer.
So
I saw this on the video in Police Academy. I hope I'm running right.
About to be caught, but
You piece of shit.
He's gonna see it through. Oh, there goes the taser.
And you see it didn't work. He just stopped and turned around.
They got him down on the ground here. It looked like the officer pulled a taser for a second, but it looked like he was ready to give up just before the officer had to use the taser, but certainly had it. The officer had it in his hands and was getting ready.
Fucking
to use
cowards.
But,
Cowards with a badge.
Here in this residential area of
Have no idea how to enforce the law. Have no idea how to be a police officer. None.
The last person that was in the
Just
car.
a bunch of fucktards with a badge. An embarrassment to law enforcement.
Here, fortunately. Yeah, so safe conclusion to a pretty wild pursuit that could have had so many
yeah, only because he was out of breath, Eternal.
Using all lanes of traffic, wrong way
Like that.
traffic, head on towards other cars. So good to see that this came.
Now they're gonna high five and all like they did a good job, even though they put everybody's life in danger on the roadway for over 30 minutes. Yeah, that's okay. We're not gonna talk about that part. Wow. That didn't last long, did it? Let me see. Sometimes they'll come back. Let me see if there's anything else on it. Every now and then they come back. Yeah, they didn't want us to see them giving him a Happy Meal. They can't have that like out there. Let's see if there's anything else on it. I don't think so. I don't see anything else on it. So I wonder what caused him to run like that. Who knows? They should have told us that. They should have told us why he was running so desperately to get away. Was it a suspended license, or did he do a home invasion this morning? You know, we just don't know. I'm looking.
Let's check back in with our old friend Hillary Clinton.
I did not approve this. Let me turn that off real quick. I don't know why. Oh, that doesn't work. That's right. It's that one. Let me see if I can bring up, because sometimes they have it on other channels and they'll let us know why he was running, what happened. I don't see it anywhere on the lives. Why the hell would somebody run all over a shoplifting? Yeah, no shit. Megyn Kelly. I like Megyn Kelly. I'm not seeing anything, guys. Does anybody else find anything? Has anybody else found anything on it? I haven't. Let me look. No, I don't see anything. All right, well. So let me go back to all. I'd be running for like a homicide or something, yeah. I'm looking, hold on. I wanted you to see this because it kind of proves my point why women do not belong in law enforcement of any kind, not Secret Service, not FBI, not U.S. Marshals, not local police, any of it. They do not belong. It's not a woman job. Women in a stressful situation, ladies and gentlemen, women think emotionally and men think logically. Period. That's just how God made us, and that's how we are. And this kind of proves it. And the sound is up. Women get men officers hurt. And I'm talking from experience. 17 years of experience dealing and working with these idiot women officers. They get us hurt. They can never answer a call by themselves. They've always got to call for backup, even when they don't need it. Because they're women. I mean, there's men jobs, there's women jobs. I don't think men should be a nurse either. Shut up, Eterna. You're not the boss of me. I don't have to do shit. Turn off my live. I'm not gonna do it. So he runs and now he decides to stop, I guess. He had a change of heart, maybe? I don't know. You don't know that, trooper. They don't play. Yeah, wait till you see him in a life or death situation. Now, here's her first mistake. This guy was running from her, and she just casually walks up to the front door. Hey man, what's up? When they run from you and you get them stopped, it's a felony traffic stop. Guns drawn, commands are given. That was her first mistake. Wow. Second mistake, she opened his door. He could have had a gun right there and shot her. You ain't got to manhandle him, woman.
Get out of the car.
Yeah, okay.
Get out. Get out of the car.
And I also like to point out the taser didn't work. Yeah, it only works about 1 out of every 30, maybe 50 times deployed. It's a piece of junk. Had she just squirted pepper spray, just, got her pepper spray and just stepped back and shh, he would have gladly come out of that car.
Wait. Get out of the car. Roll over right now.
Wait.
Roll over. You're going to jail. Roll over. I'm going to pull the trigger.
Why?
Roll over. Roll over. Roll over on your stomach. Now, roll over.
I feel like, why?
No, it's not working.
Why?
Is he doing exactly what she's telling him to do while she's No, it's not working.
Roll over.
Wait.
Had I pepper sprayed him, he'll do anything I say to get some water.
Over on your stomach. Roll over. On your stomach.
Okay, I'm done.
Roll over.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
Roll over. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
No.
Roll over.
I'm done.
Roll over.
Okay.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you got a taser and you got pepper spray, which I know they do, you don't manhandle anybody. We're not out there to be Billy Badasses and to show everybody how tough we are and how we can take big old boys down. Because I've taken some big old boys down with the help of pepper spray, aspeton, flashlight. I've taken some really big boys down. But not just me trying to grab them and take them down. I've got assistance from my pepper spray. I got 10 men in a can. So you don't go from a taser and manhandling. Why would she do that? That's just stupid. Do one or the other, but not both. Try to do both at the same time. She had him tased. Just keep pulling the trigger until he complies. I mean, it's that simple. Why are you going to put your hands on him? Until he's down on the ground, I'm not touching him. Oh, absolutely, trooper. Bigger than your size. See, now he had the taser, I think. Didn't he grab it? And here's the worst part of this whole ordeal. Remember, I've said women are emotional in stressful. I'm not talking about everyday life that men are logical and women aren't. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in a stressful situation, a life or death situation, when shit goes from 0 to 100 miles an hour that quick, women are emotional, men are logical in that stressful situation. Through her emotional battle, she's not one time called for backup. Dispatch has no idea she's in trouble because she's emotional. She's not thinking. Period. A man would logically think, 35 station, 1078, 1018, if that's all I got out there, it's enough. But that would be my first thought. Call for backup. Get out, have them en route to my location. Because this ain't going very well. Of course, like I said, I would have just pepper sprayed the inside of that vehicle and all over his face, and I'd have stepped back here on the bumper and waited for him to come out. Period. He's coming out. Oh, trust me, he's coming out. I'm talking from experience, not delusions. I'm not just thinking he would come. I know he would come out.
Roll over.
I'm going to my house.
Roll over.
I'm going to my house.
Absolutely, Eternal.
No. Why? I need to go. Why?
And I'll tell you something else. You don't want to be in this kind of a situation. If a suspect is on his back, laying on his back, the last place you want to be is on top of him. Even if you can mount him, I don't want to be on top of him. If you've ever watched UFC, you'll know how fast that person on the bottom can roll over and be on top that quick. Seriously. You don't want to be in that kind of a situation. In that situation, he also has access. If you mount him, or if you're on top of him while he's on his back, he has access to all your gear that's on your Batman belt. He's arm reach away from my ass baton. From behind me, he can grab my pepper spray. He's got access. See how close look how close his hand is to her weapon, to her handgun. You never want to be in that situation. If you find yourself in this situation, when you realize, oh, fuck, I'm in the wrong situation, you stand up immediately. You get up on your feet. Yeah, but she hasn't called for any backup. Oh! There went the... Did you see that? There went the taser. Piece of shit. What a piece of junk that is. Watch. Now he's fighting her for the taser. Deadly force is needed at that moment. He's got the taser. Oh, he's through it, okay. So dangerous.
Into my home.
Give me that taser now.
Give me that taser now. Now, here's the emotional part again. She spent 15 minutes tasing this son of a bitch and it hasn't worked. And her first words when somebody comes to assist is, give me the taser. Emotional. She's thinking emotional, not logical. Women have no business in law enforcement. None.
No. Because into my home.
There you go. Boom! What did I say? Now who's on top? You go, girl! You gotta hand it to the civilian. Damn it. Turn that shit off. I didn't pop back up. Sorry about that, but there you can get your palm pepper spray right there. Let's go. Yeah, that's another thing. Look at the size of this guy. He's about as big as me. We're not dealing with trooper. This guy's what, 5'6", 120 pounds? Hey, Slappy! Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel, buddy.
Get on your back.
She had to shoot him.
Get on your back. Roll over.
Now the guy's shot, and he's still not complying.
Give me your hands.
No, Eternal, here's what I believe, and I don't know this for sure, but I look at his size. If it was a male officer, I don't think this guy would have even tried to fight. I think he would have just complied. And that happens a lot, and people don't realize that women have a lot more problem with suspects because she's a woman. I can take her. See what I'm saying? They don't need to be in law enforcement. I don't know where he shot her at. What's that girl? Why does that girl in the background look like a mannequin? Seriously, she looks like, how long she been standing there like that? Look, she looked like a mannequin standing back there. Look how long she's been back. There she is. Okay, she moved right there. Let's
Give me
see.
your hands.
No, she hadn't called for shit. Correct, Tons. Correct. Because women think emotionally in stressful situations, men think logically. What is she waiting on? I hear backup coming, finally. Probably because they couldn't get her on the radio. Now, do you think that Jose would have challenged that male officer when he said, get out of the car? He'd have probably challenged me because I'm 5'6", 118 pounds. Sure. But he doesn't understand. Yeah, I'm little, but I'm fucking loud. Okay? I will pepper spray and knock you over the head with this mag light quick, fast, and in a hurry without even thinking about it. I'm not going to play with him. She played with him too long. Her biggest mistake was just walking up to that car. Piece of shit. I don't know. Okay, this is in Arkansas. That's Rogers, Arkansas. I've been there. Not right here, but in Rogers, Arkansas. Weapons after driver attacks her during traffic stop. Yeah. Now, look how small he is. He might be a little bit taller than me, but I could take him. But yeah, I wouldn't have played with him with a taser at all. As soon as you pepper spray someone's laser, not immediately. And I'm talking from 17 years experience after tasing, I don't know, I think it's safe to say I've tased over 10,000 people in 17 years. When you spray them and that pepper spray finally hits their nostrils and their throat, their eyes close immediately. Instead of their hands trying to fight you, they go here. He's no longer a threat. I know where his hands are, and I know before they even go there where they're going to go. Most of the time, immediately when you spray them, they do that. But no, she had to play with the Tonka toy on her hip, the little yellow Tonka toy. Fuck. Taking a guy like you, Trooper, is like a button off my shirt. It would be no problem. I could take a guy like you down quicker than I can somebody 140 pounds. Because you're not fast. You're one of the easiest people to take down. Big old boys, because they rely on their size, not their ability. Very easy to take down, sir. Seriously. I would much rather come upon you than a 140-pound dude. Because that 140-pound dude, if I'm not careful, will kick the shit out of me. You won't. You're easy. Even worse, a little 100-pound, 95-pound female that's had a little too much to drink. Oh, my God. I don't know. It's like a freaking lion from Africa. They're hard to deal with. Absolutely. Eternal, I'll tell you this. A guy like Eternal against me would be like Samson and Goliath, right? I could shoot Trooper and be justified, where I couldn't shoot a 130-pound man and be justified. You see? Any judge, any jury is going to look at this mountain of a man and look at me and say, yeah, his life was in danger. It was justified. No shit. What the fuck? Is that all the names that... What's all the name shit? Oh, that's... Okay, I got it. Here, let me turn my my live back on. And let me see what we got. Just give up. It's that easy. Yep, just give up. It's very easy. See, this is the one. This one just came out. So brand new. Breaking news. Not really.
When we see police lights in our rearview mirrors, most of us pray they are not for us. However, when they are...
Wait, what the hell? Why is that not working anymore? I don't get it. Let me fix something real quick, because this is starting to piss me off. Let's see. Let me go back. Why is that not working? That's correct. But it's not, why is it not? Okay, there it goes. Finally worked.
Most of us don't pull over, talk to the officer, and then race away. Here are 2 times normal traffic stops turned into dangerous pursuits ending in high-speed pit maneuvers. On May 19, 2022, as traffic began to build, Trooper Dwayne Niles of the Arkansas State Police was monitoring traffic during the afternoon rush hour. This traffic stop had no warning signs and would soon put so many lives in danger as the suspect drove recklessly on the highway and through surface streets. The trooper clocked the black Lexus driving above the marked speed limit. Little did Trooper Niles know that this suspect would have a few tricks up his sleeve, faking exiting off ramps and trying to lose the trooper with quick turns
No, I
back onto
didn't.
the freeway. This 14.3
Wait. A deputy sheriff killed a judge in Kentucky? Where's that at?
mile pursuit will take 9.5 minutes. It ends abruptly when the trooper pits the vehicle at over 100 miles per hour, leaving the suspect's vehicle resting on its side in the middle of the interstate. Let's join
Never watch a movie with this fucktard narrator. Why are you gonna tell us what's gonna happen before we actually see it happen, dumbass? Never watch a movie with this idiot.
Trooper Niles as he attempts to pull over the black Lexus.
Now, you see what this trooper's doing? Very bad idea. You never put a barrier between you and the vehicle. You see the cement slab over here on the right? All you have to do, ladies and gentlemen, is get on your PA, because every patrol unit has a PA system, and you say, driver, pull forward into the grass ahead of us, and let him pull over into the grass. I am not ever going to do a traffic stop where I've got to stand between a cement barrier behind me and the car in front of me. If anybody hits my patrol unit and slams it into this car and that car comes around that way, my legs are cut off just because of bad choices. No. You get on the PA and tell him, pull forward, pull into the grass.
Hello? Trooper Niles State Police.
In the chambers? Really?
After a few minutes of questioning and asking for ID, this suspect decides to transform a
Bad
simple
idea.
traffic
Look at that
ticket
shit.
into a life or death race against time. The suspect floors it, and Trooper Niles races back to his car to accept the challenge.
Yeah,
But
we can
first,
see
he
that. We don't
grabs his
need you to
wayward
tell us.
hat. He can't face the chase without his signature look.
I'd say, that hat. That hat would have been on the side of the road. See right there? He could have pulled over right over here. Get off the bridge.
The suspect nearly gives Trooper Niles the slip by darting onto exit 12, barely visible from the dash cam. Attempting to outsmart the trooper, the suspect heads back onto Highway 167,
that'll
but this isn't
outmaneuver us.
Trooper Niles' first rodeo.
It's gonna be a black.
Yeah, we don't know what to do when somebody does that. They totally outmaneuver us.
Speeds
Go off the
quickly
exit
soar
and back
past
on the highway.
130
Wow, why would
miles
you do
per
that?
hour, then climb over 140 miles per hour as they
forget
merge
that.
back onto the freeway.
Why did he just almost fishtail? Did you see that?
Ahead, you can see the afternoon traffic building as the suspect
Yeah.
attempts to weave through vehicles, desperately trying to maneuver on the right.
Damn.
In a bid to avoid being ensnared by traffic, the suspect takes a sharp right onto an off-ramp, then makes a swift left onto Redmond Road. Not done yet, the suspect swings back onto the
T-Gun.
freeway, now barreling southbound on
Nice
Highway
ass,
67.
darling. In those shorts, the hype. Move, people, jeez. Yeah, they don't know what to do when they hear a siren.
Trooper Niles takes a daring gamble by passing on the shoulder and then quickly navigating into the fast lane. As he attempts to catch up to the suspect, he has to pass on the shoulder, risking debris and potentially losing traction. Yet, with expert precision, he safely navigates the maneuver and dives right back into the heart of the pursuit. The suspect fakes a turnoff at exit 6 towards Texarkana, then suddenly swerves back onto the freeway, nearly shaking.
Did he say Texarkana? Did he say Texarkana? Really? And I thought I sucked at English.
Right back into the heart of the pursuit.
Listen.
The suspect fakes a turnoff at exit 6 towards Texarkana, then suddenly swerves back onto the freeway, nearly shaking off Trooper Niles.
Okay, well, okay. I've never been to Texarkana before. Oh, Texarkana.
Despite the loose gravel and desperate maneuver, Niles expertly regains control of his vehicle, preventing it from fishtailing and staying hot on the suspect's tail.
Can somebody please tell me where Texarkana is? I have no clue. Never even heard of it before. What country is that in? Texarkana. Actually, Texarkana is part in Texas and part in Arkansas. That's why they call it, hence, you guessed it.
The suspect makes a sharp right, attempting to outmaneuver the officer, who finds himself momentarily blocked by a white truck. But in a heart-pounding twist, the suspect misses the off-ramp by mere seconds, giving the...
No, it's not in California. Oh, is that where Texarkana is? Okay, yeah, that figures. Yeah,
Trooper
Memphis.
just enough time to close the gap
they're
and
near
stay on his tail.
Well, I don't think they're near Memphis. It said, well, they may be in West Memphis because I saw the sign. No, they would have to be past Little Rock because you're not going to see a sign to Fort Smith, Arkansas until you get into Little Rock. Oh, that's right. You know what? They told us in the beginning it was outside of Little Rock. Yeah, exactly, Trooper. Putting everybody's life in danger on the roadway. But at least the officer's not 5 miles behind him.
The suspect exits Warden Road and makes a quick left through a red light at Trammell Road. He then makes a quick turn on Landers Road, where he is met by an undercover police trooper who attempts to ram the suspect before he slips by and makes it back onto Highway 167. After passing on the left, the suspect swiftly cuts across 3 lanes to take the exit at Wildwood Avenue. Up ahead, an unmarked trooper attempts to cut him off, nearly succeeding. The suspect hits the shoulder but manages to maintain control as he slides back across the road.
So we need to pit. Absolutely, Trooper. DOA. That's fine with me. I can live with that. Another menace to society taken off planet Earth. Works for me. Pit that son of a bitch. Not this way, though. You got traffic over here. hit him
trooper
on the
gives the
other side,
suspect
so
a
he slammed
little
against the
bump,
wall.
causing the suspect to swerve dangerously close to the median. The suspect takes exit 6 onto 440 West, but Trooper Niles has had enough. He spots an empty space ahead and seizes the moment.
Seize it! Get him! Hit that son of a biscuit eater! This is a perfect place to pit right here, too. No cars.
Both vehicles are barreling at over 110 miles per hour. The suspect passes a vehicle in the center lane on the right, while Trooper Niles
No.
opts for the
Watch
left,
that car
setting
right
up the perfect opportunity for
Yep.
a pit maneuver.
There we go. Boom! You're gone. Slam into that brick wall. DOA. DOA. Please, DOA.
As Trooper Niles turns back, he sees the suspect's vehicle on its side. Trooper Niles and an unmarked officer spot movement inside and immediately begin shouting commands.
But only one person needs to be shouting commands. You don't want confusion in this kind of a situation.
Show me your hands! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Put...
Soon, more help arrives to assist in extracting
Yeah,
the
I figures.
suspect. Given the
Another
precarious
waste of a
position of the
uniform.
car and the risk of it rolling over onto its roof, they quickly decide to use a patrol vehicle to prop it up. This swift action stabilized the situation, providing a safer environment for the extraction efforts. Steve Adams faces a litany of charges, including reckless driving, fleeing, and possession of firearms by certain persons. Our second pursuit takes place on July 19, 2022, shortly after 7:20 a.m. A black pickup truck was pulled over in Mulberry, Arkansas for exceeding the speed limit. This suspect also fled a traffic stop, leading troopers on a high-speed chase, weaving in and out of traffic and
Yeah, no
blowing through
seatbelt, wow.
intersections. At one point, the troopers almost ended the pursuit by ramming the truck as it tried to flee down a residential neighborhood, but the suspect was able to get away, continuing to run from police. One trooper's vehicle was disabled during the pursuit, causing him to pull off on the side of the road while more troopers caught up to
Damn.
join the pursuit. This
You want to talk about a gut-wrenching feeling, and I'm talking from experience. When you run over stop sticks that were not meant for you, or your engine gives out and you've got to pull over and watch the chase disappear into the night, it's like, been there, done that. Yeah, it's not a good feeling.
17-mile pursuit would last only 11 minutes through red lights and around cars and trucks, and finally come to an end with a high-speed pit maneuver.
And he said 11 minutes, and I'm also talking from experience. When you're in a 1080, you lose track of time. At the end of the chase, if there's three officers involved in this chase, and we finally get him stopped, get him into custody, put him in the backseat of the patrol unit, and if you were to ask, without us looking at any watches, ask each of the officers involved in that chase, how long did you chase this guy? It'd be, about 45 minutes, an hour. Yeah, this was a long-ass chase. No shit. It seems a lot longer than what it actually was, and I'm also talking from experience. You go to write your answer, but how long was that chase, man? 11 minutes? Damn, that seemed like we were going to have 45, 50 minutes.
Joined the chase after the suspect fled the traffic stop with troopers.
I'll call it 21, get up there. Fortunately, we just took the 2A. We're both 1037. We're coming into Van Buren.
The suspect takes the exit
Van
towards Van
Buren.
Buren, and in a poor attempt to lose the
Van Buren's
troopers,
just
he
right
makes a
outside
U-turn
Fort
on the
Smith.
Alma Highway heading east.
I've been down that road right there before.
We're coming into Van Buren.
Alma Highway.
PD, we're coming.
Alma is a small little town outside Van Buren. Van Buren is a bigger town than Alma outside of Fort Smith.
Into your city on 64 right now from 540.
Charles 3283, RNC 3283.
Okay, U-turn. We're making a U-turn. We're going back eastbound on 64.
And this officer that's talking, he's a veteran officer. I can tell by his calm demeanor over the radio in the middle of a 1080. His adrenaline, if it was a rookie, the rookie'd be almost screaming in the radio because his adrenaline would take over and he doesn't know how to control it yet. That's the difference between a rookie and a veteran. A veteran can control it. It took me about 5 years to learn how to control mine. And everybody's different. You can't just say, oh, this is how you do it. Each person's got to figure it out. Oh, it is mentally
The
exhausting.
suspect continues to fly through the city of Alma, now blowing through red lights.
Speed 78. We're still eastbound on 64, coming up to 282.
10-4, 64 and 282.
We're coming up to 282 now. We're passing 282, still eastbound. Speed's 100.
10-4, passing 282, speed 100 eastbound.
Let Alma PD know.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I didn't know he was going to come up on that one.
Pity. Good speed.
Now, I mean, we're putting people's lives at risk. We might have to go ahead and pit them. It's got to take us 28.
That son of a bitch.
Chevy Silverado pickup. Don't pit them towards the median.
Yeah, don't put... Did you hear what he said? Don't pit him towards the medium. I agree 100%. If you pit this truck on the left, on the driver's side in the back, that vehicle's going to shoot across that median and maybe hit oncoming traffic coming this way. I agree with this officer. Did you hear what he said? This is putting a lot of people's lives in danger because of the idiots running from them. So let's go ahead and pit him. Not call off the chase. Let's follow him from afar. No, pit him. And you want to pit him in the woods to the right, not into the oncoming traffic to the left. Very smart move.
21, I'd get him right there just past Sunnyside.
No, not on that side, idiot.
It's nothing but a big field right there. We're still eastbound.
I should have said idiot.
Is H4 monitoring?
The suspect is now approaching to intersections that have more traffic and closely missing an unsuspecting white SUV who just got a green light. The next intersection, the suspect passes on the wrong side of the road, narrowly missing another vehicle approaching the intersection.
Coming into the city of Alma, speed's 90. Light traffic, coming up to a red light. Rudy Road, stand by.
There's the SUV.
Blue through an intersection.
You don't hear the siren,
We're continuing
bitch.
on eastbound.
10-4, eastbound. City of Alma.
Excuse my language. What an idiot in that damn SUV back there. Got to be able to hear those sirens. Come on.
We're going to continue through Alma. We're passing Mountain Grove Road, speed's 100. Clear left, clear right.
10-4, Mountain Grove Road, speed's 100. 21, if he slows down and you feel comfortable, go ahead and pit him. You find a spot.
He keeps trying to dodge 21's pit. He's swerving all over the place. Speed's 83. 21 is trying. He's trying pretty hard to get him pitted out. The guy's swerving at him. We still have a rolling PD unit behind us. We're passing Oric Road, speed's 85.
Denver Oric Road, speed's 85. Denver River Valley, speed's 95.
You don't want to, look, you do not want to pit him on that driver's side. Pit him on that passenger side and send him in the woods to the right.
He's still trying to pit him out. Speed's 95. The guy's still swerving. Still light traffic.
You see how he's swerving back and forth? Because he knows what this officer's trying to do. He has watched the LAPD live chases before. He knows he's trying to pit him.
Coming up the city of Dyer, speed's 80.
Yeah.
Up ahead, the suspect is going to try and make a sharp left turn into a residential neighborhood in an
that's a
attempt
bad
to shake
idea.
off the troopers. This gives Trooper Price a perfect opportunity to ram the suspect's vehicle in an attempt to end this dangerous pursuit.
That's our job, is to end it as soon as possible.
Take a little pressure off of him, see if he'll slow down some, and we'll just try to keep him.
Oh yeah, bam. Now what, idiot? Piece of shit.
Okay, we've fitted him out.
What do you want to bet he's going to be out of the chase?
Stand by. We're back eastbound on 64. 21, you might have to get up there. I don't know if my car's going to make it. I got quite a bit of damage, I think.
Eastbound 64. What's wrong with my unit? Go.
Yeah, I'm having issues too. It was a black male driver.
No, say it isn't so.
Hey, why are you still in?
Basin River Road, speed's 110. I don't know what's
This car's
wrong with my
doing
car.
pretty good.
As long as I'll be able to stay in it.
Ten.
All right, we're coming up to exit 20.
10 for exit 20, still on 64.
Yeah, we're eastbound on 64, coming towards Mulberry.
10 for eastbound on 64, coming in over.
We continued on past the Dollar General, speed's 85. 21, you're going to have to get up here.
10 for passing Dollar General, speed 85.
We're coming up to Merle Lane, it looks like, Merle Lane.
10 for Merle Lane, 64 eastbound. I can't get this unit out of my way.
The truck has driver's side damage now from my pit.
10 for driver's side damage.
He's passing somebody on the right shoulder.
10 for passing right shoulder.
Speed 62. I need a charger up here. This guy's got too much takeoff get-go. Come on, 21. Keep your speed up.
Trooper Price asks for one of the other troopers to take the lead, who's driving a Dodge Charger. Although a smaller vehicle than the suspect's truck, it will have a better chance in pitting the suspect because of its large reinforced push bumper.
Hey guys, don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the YouTube video or on the live stream. I'd really appreciate it. It helps with the algorithm.
We're coming up to the Little Mulberry. Speed still 100.
10 for Little Mulberry, speed 100.
We gotta get him in this right here, 21. Speed's 100. We're passing Little Mulberry.
10 for speed 100, passing Little Mulberry.
There you go.
Okay, roll over. Okay, pit it out. Pit it out.
10 for pit it out, Little Mulberry.
Shit.
Get your hands up! Jim up!
Very nice
Get
pit.
your hands up!
They're up.
Shut it off! Shut the truck off! Alright. We got them stopped. Pasture! Pasture, open the door from the outside! Everybody hold what you got. Hold what you got.
Get out of the truck, get on the ground.
Come to me, turn away.
Go to the other side, go to the other side. Hands up.
As the passenger tries to exit the vehicle, he gets caught in his seatbelt. Now, a trooper is going to have to place himself in danger by freeing the passenger.
Get over there with them.
The troopers now move to remove the rear passenger from the vehicle. As the troopers are removing the two passengers, they discover that the backseat passenger is pregnant. Incredible. Finally,
Kunta
they
Kinte
move to
didn't care
remove the
about her
driver
being
safely
pregnant.
from the vehicle.
He didn't give a shit.
10-15, 10-15, 3 times. You're lying about your name.
Damn.
I was just scared, man. Dude, are you kidding me right now? No, sir. I mean, we run 130 mile an hour from the state line, okay? Before Oklahoma even gets involved. Oklahoma's in
I'm not
way
even
before
having
we
this
were,
conversation
okay?
with
And
this
you're gonna
idiot.
put everybody's lives at risk running 130 mile an hour,
Correct.
weaving in and out of traffic, blowing through intersections. You almost killed
Yep.
a family and freaking
We
out.
don't care.
Okay? And then you're gonna drive like a fool and try and do this, tear all these cars up for what? Because you're scared?
Thank you, 6970, for subbing to my channel on YouTube. I appreciate it.
Get in the car. I don't want to hear another excuse.
Shut
The
the hell
troopers
up.
ran the driver's information, and it turned out that the suspect was providing false information. Now, in the back of the trooper's vehicle, he gives up his real name as 30-year-old Robert Regal from Dallas, Texas.
4-4-10-19.
Hello, sit down.
Hey, baby.
Hey,
Don't panic, you hear me?
what do you mean?
It's over with. I got pulled over. I'm so serious. I'm in the back of the police car now.
Why are they letting him
I'm
talk
not
on the
playing,
phone?
baby. I'm not playing.
How's he get? What?
You playing like right now?
I'm not playing. Just, I'm not playing.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Okay, talk to me. What you-
Nobody
what-
patted this guy down?
Let my pops know what the play is. I ain't paid my lawyer, nothing like that. I gotta finish paying my lawyer. They probably gotta extradite me back to
That's amazing that nobody patted this guy down, and he's got a phone back there in the backseat of the patrol unit.
Recorded in his backseat.
That makes no sense.
Alright, baby. I'm calling Daddy.
No, don't hang up with me yet. I need to take advantage of this as I can. You can call him from another phone.
Say it again.
You can call him from another phone.
Okay, hold on.
Hey,
Yes.
listen, you know I love you, right?
Yes, baby. I know.
Yeah, but he didn't mind putting everybody's life in danger on the roadway.
I'm gonna be
They
gone.
got families
I'm gonna be
too.
down probably for a little second. Come on, baby, don't do that, baby. Stay strong for me.
Robert Regal was booked into jail on a litany of charges: speeding,
yeah.
driving on a suspended license, felony fleeing, reckless driving, and more. If you thought these two pursuits were insane, you should check out When Police Chase Idiots on Motorcycles. When idiots drive motorcycles, they can often get
Let's
away
see.
due to their small size and fast acceleration. However, here are 3 times these idiots driving motorcycles tried to get away but failed miserably.
Ruh-roh.
It was a busy day on September 29th, 2023 in Arkansas when Trooper Dale Young received notifications about a black motorcycle causing chaos on Interstate 30 westbound. Witnesses describe its rider's erratic behavior, suggesting intoxication or a death wish. Trooper Young keeps an eye open for this motorcycle as he sits on top of an overpass that is above.
I used to love to do that. Sit there on the interstate, just up on the grass. My vehicle kind of pointed that. God, I miss that shit. All right.
Interstate 30. He spots the motorcycle, clocking it at unsafe speeds
That's a
through a
big-ass
marked construction
motorcycle.
zone. His attempts to halt the motorcycle triggers a perilous chase, weaving through traffic and construction, pushing speeds over 100 miles per hour. Little did Trooper Young know the length this chase would take him and how far he would be chasing this idiot on two wheels. This 100-mile-per-hour joyride would cover almost 17 miles of interstate highway, and it would even take Trooper Young into opposite lanes of travel. But not before this happens at the Interstate 30 and Jefferson Avenue intersection that will make you question what this driver is really thinking. On his way down Interstate 30, the motorcycle driver tries to evade the trooper by making this quick turn on exit 1. This last-minute decision caused the motorcycle to lose traction and almost ended this chase quickly with a crash. When the driver reaches the intersection, he acts as if he doesn't even notice Trooper Young with all the lights and sirens. Even when Trooper Young jumps out of his car and points his taser at the driver, yelling for him to turn off his bike, the driver nods as if to comply, and then suddenly races across the busy intersection. He narrowly misses cross traffic and makes it to the on-ramp of Interstate 30, extending this dangerous chase. For the next 10 minutes or so, the chase involves a series of daring turns from the motorcycle driver, forcing Trooper Young to make a few hair-raising moves of his own to keep up. They even reach speeds over 100 miles per hour through a construction zone. He even performs other daring moves that baffle the troopers, but the driver continues on his joyride. But just when you think this driver has already risked it all, this idiot does something that is even more shocking. He appears to be waving at the trooper to slow down, or might be gesturing that he's giving up. Just as Trooper Young moves up next to the driver, he quickly stops and makes a U-turn onto the on-ramp of the interstate. This daring attempt to escape almost works, as Trooper Young has to perform the exact same U-turn on a busy interstate in his patrol vehicle. It is shocking that drivers don't stop while Trooper Young is attempting to make this U-turn with lights and sirens blaring. These drivers continue on their commute like nothing is happening. Please be aware that if a situation like this happens and if you see emergency vehicle lights, don't just stop in the middle of the highway. Stopping on the interstate is not a good idea, as it could result in rear-end collision. Put your hazard lights on, slow down, and get out of the way. Luckily, there is a little break in traffic, and Trooper Young is able to get back into the chase as the motorcycle driver races the wrong way up the on-ramp. They are both back onto Interstate 30, now heading eastbound. What happens next is shocking.
I'm gonna leave this running. Hold on just a minute, I got a phone call.
Go back in, I'll shut down.
Okay, I'm back.
The driver of this SUV seems to be unaware that there is a trooper with lights and sirens blaring, or thinks he is helping by trying to box the driver in.
Just get out
Either
of the
way,
freaking way.
it creates a dangerous situation for everyone. It appears that the two semi-trucks are slowing in an attempt to try to box in the rider. But the motorcycle driver decides, I got this, and does some off-roading, pretending that his Harley Davidson is a dirt bike.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
He's lucky there was nothing dangerous
Yeah.
in the median, and lucky he didn't lose control due to his off-roading
That'd have been
stupidity.
okay with me. Lose
Trooper
control.
Young has seen enough. This driver is continuing to pose a threat to the public, and he's got to end this now before innocent people get
The
hurt.
slip
He quickly
stream
closes the
off
distance
those
while
trucks
exiting the
is a
interstate
crazy
and
one.
approaches
Yep.
the driver. Now is the time to strike for Trooper Young.
Bump that son of a bitch and knock him off his motorcycle. Don't worry about road rash. It's okay. We don't mind. There you go. Fuck you, buddy. Good. See, I hope he broke his neck. Please say you broke his neck. DOA, DOA. You menace to society piece of shit.
The officer bumps the driver's back tire, sending him flying off the road and
Good.
tumbling
You
onto the
idiot.
grass. Officers quickly
Menace to
converge on the
society.
suspect as he says,
Don't shoot me, please. I got a daughter. All right. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
I got a daughter. Yeah, you along with other, what, 14 other million
all we
families
can ask
around the
is,
world.
why?
Who cares?
Why would you put so many people at risk and potentially force your 17-year-old daughter to live without a father? That's why this
Dumbass.
man made the Idiots on Motorcycles Club. The scene is chaotic with police cars and sirens everywhere. He definitely got the attention he was looking for. In the arrest, Trooper Young makes an alarming discovery that David Rourke had a firearm on him and even had a round in the chamber.
Well, the gun's no good if there's not one in the chamber. Hey, Fighty, how you doing, buddy? I came live today with a live police chase out of the LAPD. Those cowards.
Sorry, do not run from the Arkansas State Police. You understand me? Yes, sir. You a felon? No. Why are you running?
You are now.
David later admits to consuming unknown drugs that were given to him. David rambled on and on, giving
Unknown
additional
drugs,
details that
yeah,
helped Trooper
liar.
Young piece the backstory of David's state of mind and what led to the pursuit. Injured, David is transported to Christus St. Michael Health System in Texarkana, Texas, hallucinating and confused about his surroundings. Despite his serious offenses, jurisdictional issues led to David's release with a citation, though he's warned of an outstanding felony warrant. David Rourke was cited for reckless driving and not having a motorcycle endorsement. Additionally, there was a mention of a felony warrant for fleeing by vehicle. David's
Correct.
multiple decisions to not pull over were the combined result of drug use, disregard for law enforcement, and public safety. Combining drugs, idiocy, and poor decisions results in situations like this one. Poor decisions are everywhere, even in the case of this idiot, Billy Drum, who thought driving his
You Billy
motorcycle at
Bob!
high speeds in the rain while running from the police
Uncle
was a good idea.
Bob!
On November 19, 2023, at approximately 8:10 p.m. in the small, quiet town of Texarkana, Arkansas, only 5 miles away from the previous incident,
He said it again. It's not Texarkana.
Trooper Jordan Drake was on patrol when he observed a black motorcycle with flashing red and white lights
Yeah,
traveling
he is an
east on
idiot.
19th Street. Trooper Drake made a turn at the railroad tracks
I'm gonna leave this running, but I gotta run to the girls' room. I'll be right back.
on 19th Street to catch up to the motorcycle to get a closer look at the driver's condition. As Trooper Drake approached the rider, Billy, he initiated his emergency lights, and Billy turned right onto L.E. Gilliland Drive, which is adjacent to the I-49. L.E. Gilliland connected to the interstate up ahead. If Billy could make it to the interstate, he could get some real speed with his 2003 Kawasaki motorcycle, which can reach speeds in the range of 160 to 175 miles per hour. If Trooper Drake wants to stop Billy, he has to do it soon. And soon enough, this bike will end up looking like this. After safely navigating a couple of turns on the wet pavement, Billy quickly accelerated from 30 miles per hour to 90 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. At these speeds, navigating dry roads would be dangerous. These wet roads and rainy conditions are even more dangerous for the motorcyclist and Trooper Drake. If Billy continues to push his speed, possibly over 100 miles per hour on the interstate, this could end up deadly. Trooper Drake knows that this is a dangerous situation for both of them. As Billy approaches East 9th Street, he doesn't notice the quickly approaching bump that now sends him airborne as he plows through the intersection.
Notify TPD and just right down, 1016, 1016.
He does not maintain control of the motorcycle and crashes into the rocky shoulder. Trooper Drake also races through the intersection at a high rate of speed. If you take a look at this intersection on a clear sunny day, this bump looks like a small and insignificant one. However, traveling at night in the rain and at a high rate of speed, this insignificant bump is amplified. He is already out of control, but the loose and wet gravel makes it impossible for him to recover. Trooper Drake overshoots the crash, forcing him to quickly turn around to get back to the crash site. By now, Billy is on his feet, appearing dazed. Amazingly, Billy is up and trying to run from Trooper Drake, but he quickly realizes that he is out of options, out of breath, and out of brain cells.
Out of brain cells. He was out of brain cells before this started.
Stop right there! Stop! Stop! Show me your hands now!
Can I have a banana pudding? I want a banana pudding.
Ramp 49 off 82. Entrance ramp 49 off 82. Stay right there. Do not do anything stupid. Do not do anything stupid. Do you hear me? He wrecked out. He wrecked out. What are you running for, man? What are you running for?
I never asked him that. I don't give a shit. Why are you running?
You got anything on you? Be honest with me, man.
Now that's what I'd be asking. Got any weapons, anything that's gonna poke, pick, or stick me? What the fuck is TTYL mean?
What's hurting?
Don't talk to me in code, trooper.
They're not on tight, okay?
TTYL. What the fuck is that? Are you too goddamn lazy to type it out? I have no idea what that means, trooper. TTLY.
Can you set up
okay,
or anything?
whatever.
You want to stay right there? No. Man, do you have any guns or anything on you? Are you hurting?
I lost my Captain Crunch coder ring a long time ago. I have no clue what you're talking about, man.
Anywhere else?
Then just say that.
Anything's gonna poke me, stick me,
talk to you later. I got it.
I have a warrant, that's all.
Where at?
Here in Miller County.
Okay, you got ID or anything on you?
Yes.
Where's your ID at?
Yeah. Hell.
If I was there, he'd be moaning and groaning for the wrong guy, because I don't give a shit if he's hurt. Good. You idiot. I ain't calling nobody. Do I look like your office administrator?
You need your ambulance just check you out? 19 Hope got Arkansas ID by number.
It was found that Billy had a suspended license, and he confessed to running because he had an existing warrant with no motorcycle license. A search revealed a blue pill bottle with methamphetamine, a Hi-Point Model C 9mm firearm, and drug paraphernalia. Trooper Drake spoke with ambulance personnel who indicated Billy needed to be transported to a hospital, only available in Texas. Since this incident happened near the border of Arkansas and Texas, Christus St. Michael Hospital was only about 10 to 15 minutes away. This is where Billy was treated for his injuries. Trooper Drake removed Billy's handcuffs and informed him that, although not arrested at that moment, he must report to the Miller County Detention Center upon release from the hospital. Billy agreed to this.
What the fuck are they talking about? What do you mean you're not under arrest at this moment? What? Oh, but hey, little Billy, we really need to see you. You need to come down for visitation sessions at the Miller County Sheriff's Office. He was running from you. Do you think I doubt if he shows, well, I don't know.
Condition. What should have been done is an officer would have met the suspect at the hospital and would have waited until he was released and then booked him into jail. However, if the department doesn't have the manpower, they will just write a warrant for his arrest and try to find him after he's released from the hospital. But
see, this is the effect of defund the police by those treasonous freaking liberals.
this was not the end of Billy's deception and attempts at evading the consequences of his actions. Later, upon reviewing his dashcam footage, Trooper Drake noticed Billy attempting to conceal something in a wooded area next to the crash site. Trooper Drake found Billy's backpack in this area, which contained his personal belongings. Among these items, Trooper Drake discovered a loaded German black and brown RG-23 22 caliber revolver lying in a ditch near Billy's location. Billy faces charges related to fleeing, controlled substance possession, drug paraphernalia, simultaneous possession of drugs and firearms.
1, 2, 3, 4 felonies, and they're gonna say, well, you're not under arrest at this moment, but you know, if you could just come down to the sheriff's department.
And illegal firearm possession, along with several misdemeanors. Billy racked up quite a few charges, and in the end, his deception didn't work in fooling law enforcement. The same could be said for this next suspect, who was all too familiar with this trooper. This motorcycle chase takes place in Jonesboro, Arkansas, where Trooper Middlecoff notices a motorcycle driving at a high rate of speed. Trooper Middlecoff activates his lights and increases his speed to catch up to the driver. The driver reacts quickly and increases his speed while in this 40-mile-per-hour zone.
Bad little boy.
As the rider weaves back and forth across the road, he looks back at the officer just to see if he's losing them. He's going to have to try harder than that.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Is that your reason for stop?
Or doesn't have tail lights or anything.
Beautiful. Traffic.
There's none on Richardson. I believe he's running out of gas in front of me. Jonesboro, go ahead and notify JP.
Beautiful.
mph tops. That's all that motorcycle can get. 45. Just call it what it is. 35 station, I'll be 1080 on foot. Hit him right
Throughout the chase, the trooper attempts to stop the rider with a pit maneuver. Later, the rider tries to navigate a sharp left turn, and Trooper Middlecoff takes this opportunity to bump the back tire, trying to end the chase. This move ends up being effective, and the driver falls to the ground. The motorcycle driver looks back at the trooper. Should I run? Should I give up? He makes a break for it, but Trooper Middlecoff is already in a sprint, quickly pulling out his taser and deploying it on the subject.
Stay on the ground! Don't you move! You hear me? You want it again? No, sir. You want it again? No, sir. Roll over. Yes, sir. Get on your back, put your hands behind your back. Yes, sir. Put them behind your back, both of them. Yes, sir. Unless you want it again. No, sir.
The suspect actually got off easy, as Trooper Middlecoff is a K-9 officer and could have sent his dog to catch him. You can hear him threaten that as he starts running after the suspect.
Yep, always go for the taser. That's so stupid.
You better stop. Stay on the ground. Don't you move.
It turns out that Trooper Middlecoff has pursued this suspect multiple times, and he tries to run every time. Trooper Middlecoff knows the suspect by name.
Why is he out of jail then?
He don't remember me, though.
So he's got
has some
several
choice
felonies.
words as he's frustrated with the suspect's lack of concern for
Middlecoff,
anyone else and continued offenses against the
I would
law.
have changed my name legally if my last name was Middlecock. No, that's okay. I'll change it to Smith. McGillicuddy. Something else.
What I tell you last time? I hope you go to f***ing prison for the rest of your life, or you break your neck on the f***ing bike. You run from us every time. You're gonna kill somebody else. I don't give
Yeah, we don't give a shit about you, you dumbass.
That's in a car seat or some shit like that because you always f***ing do it.
Yep. You selfish bastard.
I don't get 2 if you rack. So he ran from who? He runs every time, dude. I've put this door in 3 times.
You selfish bastard.
On once. I don't get 2 if you rack. I'm so glad you're in town. So he ran from who? Man, I can kiss you all over. I was just texting him. I was scanning you guys, and I had a county guy behind me, and I saw this motorcycle take off in front of me just...
Oh shit. My camera went out. Hold on.
If these cases had you on the edge of your seat, then the rest of the cases we cover will shock you even more. Click this one on screen for some extra exciting content. Don't forget to subscribe.
I want to see this one in a Tesla.
We've all seen a pit maneuver video at
This is
some
cool.
point. But would
You guys having
autopilot
fun?
keep a Tesla for being pitted? Or what happens when this Tahoe is pitted at high speed? Even in the case when this red car does a 360-degree flip, these are 3 cases where unique and controversial pit maneuvers ended chases before other innocent bystanders got hurt, and somehow the drivers survived. Starting with the crazy car flip of this 2010 Toyota Corolla. On July 12, 2023, about 6 miles from the small, quiet town of Glenwood, State Trooper Ryan Wingo was driving along the US Highway 70 when he witnessed a red Toyota Corolla traveling westbound in front of him at a high rate of speed. As Trooper Ryan Wingo sped up to catch up to the Toyota, he activated his front radar and
Thank you,
clocked
Miss
the vehicle's
Baby Girl.
speed at 81 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone. Trooper Wingo ran the license, which showed nothing out of the ordinary, and he activated his emergency lights and informed dispatch that he was attempting a traffic stop on the vehicle near the old Bonnerdale store, which is now closed. Almost 11 miles from where this chase would come to an abrupt stop. The driver, later identified as Alberto Reyes, continued to drive westbound. Trooper Wingo updated dispatch that the driver was refusing to stop, which initiated the vehicle pursuit. For a car chase, Alberto is taking things slow and turns left onto Bumblebee Road. Trooper Wingo sees a perfect opportunity to end the pursuit with a pit maneuver.
And we're turning on South Bumblebee.
Do that.
You can see that the trooper's vehicle made solid contact with the vehicle. Still, the driver was able to maintain control of his vehicle and quickly increased his speed to around 60 miles per hour on this quiet residential street. The speed limit in this neighborhood is only 35 miles per hour. Now, Alberto is attempting to flee and evade Trooper Wingo, adding to his growing list of charges.
Speeds ranging from 40 to 60. He's driving an oncoming lane. I'm gonna try to get him up here in a straight stretch past Coca-Cola.
This is now becoming even more dangerous, with Alberto now driving on both sides of this narrow road. If someone pulls out or comes around one of these corners in the opposite direction, this could end in a head-on collision. Trooper Wingo quickly closes the distance, looking for another opportunity to end this chase with another attempt at a pit maneuver. Trooper Wingo sees his opportunity on this straightaway and sets up on the suspect's right rear bumper.
Okay, good. Fix that.
Been successful.
Bye-bye.
Roll over.
Oh, DOA. God, I
Trooper
hope so.
Wingo immediately starts screaming at the driver to show his hands. He has no idea if Alberto is armed, so he decides to wait for backup before he approaches the vehicle. While waiting for backup, Alberto threw out a partially full beer can into the ditch, trying to get rid of the evidence.
Say it
This
isn't
also
so.
helped make things more clear
He
as
would-
to why
Alberto
he did
would
not
not
stop
do
at
that.
the beginning of the pursuit.
God dang
After
it.
backup arrived on the scene, they were able to take Alberto out of the car and
That was
cuff him.
probably just a
They have to
pinata.
extract him out of the passenger
It was just
side
a
due to his
pinata.
size
He was just
and the
try-
fact
it's
that
already
the driver's
used.
door
He was just
cannot
trying
be
to get rid
opened
of
because of the
trash.
way the vehicle landed in the ditch. A computer check in Alberto showed no license information, but arrest information for a DWI.
Hey, listen. anybody that was thinking about helping Alberto out, do not buy him a necklace. He absolutely has nowhere to put it. Jesus Christ, he's got a chin and then a chest. That's it. No necklace for Alberto. Fat fuck.
And refusal to submit to chemical testing by Glenwood PD on January 1st, 2023. Pafford EMS responded to the scene and cleared Alberto of any injuries, and his vehicle also had empty and unopened containers of alcohol. Alberto had a strong odor of alcohol coming from his breath, and he was unable to stand up straight or walk in a straight line. He was transported to Glenwood.
He was on his way to a pie eating contest. Leave him alone. He could have won first place.
Wood Police Department and was read his DWI statement of rights. Alberto agreed to a breath sample at 9:11 p.m. and blew a 0.11% on a blood alcohol test.
That's larger
Alberto
than 0.08.
was transported to Hot Spring County Jail and charged with fleeing vehicle or conveyance, driving while intoxicated, reckless driving, no driver's license, driving left of center, failed to obey stop sign, speeding, and open container of alcohol in a motor vehicle. Even during his arrest, he looked confused. Maybe he was just thinking about how he survived that crazy pit maneuver. Either way, drinking and driving is...
He looks confused, but yet he was operating a deadly weapon at very high speeds. Fuck Alberto.
Unacceptable. This all could have been avoided, just like this next pit maneuver where a Tesla driver decided to destroy it in a high-speed chase. About 3 hours away from Alberto's accident in the much larger town of Memphis, Arkansas, on July 12, 2023, Trooper J...
No, if it's in Arkansas, it's not Memphis, Arkansas. It's West Memphis. There's no such thing as Memphis, Arkansas. Just saying. So this happened in West Memphis, not Memphis. Okay, there's a difference.
James Collins was notified about a pursuit coming eastbound on Interstate 40. Trooper Collins was sitting in his patrol car at this on-ramp to the interstate. Further west from Trooper Collins, a St. Francis County deputy was pursuing 2 gray vehicles traveling at a high rate of speed. Trooper Collins was going to set up his spike strip, but decided against it due to the heavy traffic and high speeds. So he waited on the eastbound on-ramp from West Service Road to get ready to join in on the chase. He stays in constant communication with the deputy, who is in pursuit of the 2 speeding vehicles, which both turn out to be Teslas. Before they reach Trooper Collins, one of the speeding Teslas takes the 270.
I've never been in a double 1080. Never. Where I'm chasing 2 vehicles at the same... I've pulled over 2 vehicles at the same time. Bless me. But I've never chased 2 vehicles at the same time. That would be multitasking. And men suck at multitasking. That's a woman's deal. Women can multitask. Oh my, they can do it. We cannot. You can say you can, but when the shit hits the fan, you can't. But anyway, let's go.
75 exit. The deputy mentions that he has no time to go back for the Tesla that took the exit, and he is forced to keep chasing the other Tesla. What could have happened here is that Trooper Collins could have turned around at his spot and driven down the West Service Road back to the other Tesla to catch them while the deputy chased the other one. This way, they have a chance of catching both reckless drivers.
But he didn't do that.
Instead, Trooper Collins joins the chase with the deputy.
And lets the other ones just go. They're free.
Are you eastbound on 40?
Yeah, eastbound on 40. Coming up towards the Walmart exit. Right there, right lane.
How come nobody's saying it? Somebody say something in chat. Let me make sure it's still working. Is chat still working?
Wow, this Tesla is moving fast. Both officers are forced to make some sketchy driving moves and accelerate as this Tesla is starting to get away from them. Even when going 115 miles per hour, they are still struggling to keep up.
We're climbing on them now, 3.
There's Cracker Barrel.
As they start...
Miss T-Gun, I thought all this time that you were on the side of the butterfly. And now you just jump in here and say, okay, something. Wow. Thank you, Tons. Thank you. Wow, Miss T-Gun,
catch
I
up to
feel
the
violated.
suspect, you can see more officers on the service road joining the pursuit. As they approach the Ingram Street overpass, officers have deployed spike strips in an attempt to flatten the tires on the Tesla in hopes of slowing this pursuit down.
It looks like they spiked it.
Spiked him, he's still over higher. I'm trying to get up to him.
They ain't spiked him if he's still going over 100.
Trooper Collins, with some amazing driving skills, avoids hitting the spike strips. The pursuing officers get word that the Tesla hit the spike strips, and now his tires should start losing air.
Maybe he did, okay. Not if he's still going over 100 miles an hour. His tire's still good. Well, those Teslas, don't they have that flat?
You can see
Where you
the
don't really
officer
go
up
flat?
ahead setting up for a TVI, tactical vehicle intervention, in an attempt to spin out
It's
the
a
Tesla.
pit. Don't change the name of it.
Somehow, the driver maintains control and the chase continues.
Yeah, I think they've got that. I know BMWs have it. Where when you go flat, it's not flat. You can still go. Pay extra for them. I know my oldest brother has one. Okay, Chris. Now come right across and pit that son of a bitch. Why didn't you pit him? Pit him! You're in the clear!
All right. TBI unsuccessful. 24, I get it.
We got him suspect tire.
The trooper attempts another TVI, and again, the Tesla somehow
I don't know what the
maintains
hell
control.
a TVI is.
Some say that
Never heard
performing
of
a
it.
TVI at speeds like this is
It's a
too
pit.
dangerous. Some say it should never be done at high speeds, while others say it is necessary and should be performed if there are no other
that's a
cars
myth,
in the
Cromwell.
immediate surroundings. Do you think this
That's
was a
a
good
myth.
move by the officers, even if it failed? This deputy is not giving up, and he successfully executes the third pit maneuver.
Got him suspect tire.
Watch that SUV up there. Oh, did he pitch you back?
The
Tag,
Tesla
you're
tries
it.
to maintain its control, but
pitted him
this
back.
time, the back of the vehicle spins out due to the tires
He's
being
like, screw
punctured
that
by
shit,
the
I'm going
spikes.
back and pitting
Driving
him.
without rubber
Two
on your
can play that
tires
game.
makes it impossible to maintain control. The
Yeah, he
driver's
said TVI.
overcorrection causes the car to swerve.
I think it's a
and hit the
computer,
deputy.
an AI talking. Ooh, I'll pit you. He pitted him. Now see, he got the one that hasn't been trained on the pit maneuver. He got a successful pit.
I rammed him.
What happened next is out of frame, and unfortunately, we can't see what happens. However, thanks to Trooper Collins' report, we know what happened. The suspect's vehicle came to a stop, and 2 suspects were placed into custody without incident. West Memphis patrolman Cole Strayhorn located a small black bag in the passenger side floorboard area that contained a small amount of marijuana and digital scales. The front seat passenger, Jaden Taylor, was charged with misdemeanor possession of marijuana and
That
drug
figures.
paraphernalia. The driver, Michael Williams, was charged with misdemeanor possession of marijuana,
course.
misdemeanor
Yeah.
possession of drug paraphernalia, reckless driving, no liability insurance, unauthorized use of a vehicle, fleeing, and aggravated assault. The driver stated his cousin rented the Tesla from the Turo app. He stated he paid his cousin $500 to use the car to go to Dallas and back for his birthday. West Memphis Police Department transported Williams and Taylor to the Crittenden County Detention Center to be processed. Looking at the crash site, this TVI was not in a bad location, but could have gone bad if the Tesla somehow flipped
yeah.
like the red Toyota. If it flipped over the guard railing, this would be a different kind of ending for Michael and Jaden.
Oh no, I wish it
Amazingly,
would have.
this is also the location where the next chase started. What is it with crazy drivers here? Just 200 yards back from the Tesla crash site, this chase involved a driver named Thomas Bradley.
Piece of shit.
And though it started quickly, it won't last long. On August 17, 2023, Trooper Spencer Morris overheard radio traffic of a Marion police.
Okay, I've got to say it. Trooper came in and said, "I'm back."
Officer John Dexter in a vehicle pursuit on Military Road headed towards Mound City Road with a black Chevrolet Tahoe. The pursuit ends up merging onto the I-40, and this is where Trooper Morris speeds up to meet the pursuit and jump into action.
Okay, now Doc is asking me on Kick. Hey Pat, one very important question. Do you give a fuck? No, I don't. I thought about it. No, I don't.
Trooper Morris radioed to Officer Dexter that he would assume a primary position in the pursuit and hold traffic off of him so that
Thank
he
you
could
for the
perform
question,
beyond.
Doc.
When the black Tahoe entered the interstate, Thomas quickly began driving at speeds of more than 100 miles per hour with other motorists present. Trooper Morris was going to make this one fast and end the
Trooper, you didn't see me go down like that? That's me thinking. Did you see the little light bulb flickering off and on above my head right there for a split? Yeah, I was thinking.
chase before things got worse. His pit maneuver would cause Thomas's vehicle to rotate in a clockwise motion, striking the outside concrete wall.
Tell us speeds 120 or 104, and you're in medium traffic.
Guys, we got 64 more days. Hopefully we can go live on November 23rd, Saturday night. We've got to get the equipment first so we can live stream it, but can't think and talk at the same. Yeah, no, that's multitasking.
TDI, tell them TDI.
Trooper Morris has to be careful when slowing down to avoid any traffic that might have gotten past the other patrol vehicles behind him. He turns and instructs the training officer next to him to grab his Class II firearm just in case Thomas tries something stupid. Thomas Bradley was taken into custody without incident. A license plate check showed that it was expired, and Thomas also had a suspended driver's license. Thomas was transported to the Crittenden County Detention Center, where EMS evaluated Thomas. Thomas had turned pale white and was very clammy. Trooper Morris suggested to the EMS crew that Thomas might have eaten narcotics. He was given a dose of Narcan, and he then woke up before he was transported to the Baptist Crittenden Hospital in West Memphis, where he could be evaluated. Thomas was charged with failure to register vehicle, driving on a suspended license, speeding more than 15 miles per hour, reckless driving. Even though pit maneuvers can be dangerous and controversial, these insane TBIs ended up with no one being harmed. This is not always the case, however, as sometimes car chases end very badly. That's why you should check out our other story on how this person could have avoided serious injury.
Wow, craziest
and even
police.
death.
Let's see if it's the
Car
craziest police
chases can
chase of all
often
time.
end badly with very little effort. However, these 4 police pursuits led law enforcement on a wild goose chase that ended up with complications, from multiple crashes from the suspect to trying to evade the...
A simple ticket, and these idiots want to turn it into a major felony. Makes no sense.
Cops with a child in the back of their car. These 4 people will shock you with their stupidity. In the cool of a midsummer afternoon on July 15th, 2022 in Byron, Georgia, a series of shocking events unfolded on Georgia Highway 42. The Byron Police Department was alerted to a situation involving an SUV that was reportedly driving in a reckless manner,
we already saw this one
dangerously
before.
into opposing traffic lanes and threatening the safety of oncoming vehicles. This SUV, driven by 24-year-old
seen this
24-year-old Sierra
before.
Hibbert was on a collision course as she drove towards the town of Byron. As Sierra's vehicle approached the intersection of Highway 42 and Highway 49, quick-thinking witnesses took decisive action, managing to block Sierra's path and halt her perilous rampage. Byron police officers swiftly arrived on the scene, ready to address the situation.
We've seen this one. I think I've seen this one twice on the stream. I don't want to see that again.
Leaving me behind that vehicle. My white Always following right now.
I'm on public service with the victim.
Now, did you see this patrol unit go around the other patrol unit? The reason for that is this unit is probably, this officer's probably pit certified, where the one he's going around is not. That would be the reason. They always let me, when when we're in a 1080 and I'm second or third car back or something, they always let me back up front because I'm pit certified, and maybe the other two. Now, if the officer in front of me is pit certified, there's no reason for me to go around him. But we're talking over the radio, so. Never attended the University of Professional Stupidity, even though the tuition is free and they accept anyone. Yeah, they accept anyone. You're right, Cromwell. Guys, I'm gonna leave this running real quick. I gotta go fill up my vape, and I'll be right back.
You have 1037.
TDI, Mount Love, 35, 65 being our positive. Yo, show me your hands. Where are you? See your hands. See your hands. Crossfire, I'm gonna come to you. Hands out the window. Did you see anybody get out? All right. Ejection. 10-4. Fine blood on the ejection. Hey, let's clear this vehicle real quick. Hey, stay point on him. Clear. Clear.
10-4.
Or from 1016, Mount Love, 1016.
10-4.
Hey, man. Hey, you okay? Weapon where? Knife. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Hey, man. Hey. Hey. Pablo, notify supervisor. Got 15. Go ahead and start the next list, 10-11 as well.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me grab some. Yeah. You got a little blood on you too. Can you hear me? Oh shoot, forgot I got some. Yeah, leave it already prepared. Pablo, you go ahead and clear that.
Looks like he got ejected. Good. Piece of shit. DOA. Menace to society, piece of shit. Don't have feelings for him. He wouldn't have feelings if he'd have slammed in the side of your vehicle and put you in the hospital or killed you. Fuck him. I hope it hurts, you piece of shit. I have no sympathy for a fucking criminal. Excuse my, I know, a lot of F-bombs, I apologize. Damn, I'm not doing good at getting rid of those, am I?
Alright. Okay, man, can you talk to me? Can you talk to me?
I ain't talking to him. I don't want him to talk to me. You can lay there until EMT gets here.
Okay.
I'll tell you where I would be. I'd be up here by my patrol unit smoking a cigarette waiting for EMT to show up. Fuck him, he can lay there and bleed. I don't care. Seriously, I don't give a shit about a menace to society.
It's so easy to be here soon. Hey, man. Hey, talk to me.
Hey, trooper, go get back to your patrol unit. Just wait on EMT.
You want PD out here? You want PD?
I'm not sure. We probably gonna work it out ourselves.
Well, Jordan, I was kind of hoping the viewers would help us out with that equipment. Dang, now you want me to do a swear jar.
John
Exactly, Eternal.
Date of birth 1998. 11/25/98.
Anybody that has sympathy for this piece of shit, just think about it. What if he had rammed into a little minivan with 3 kids in it and a wife, and they're all dead now? Because that absolutely could happen very easily. Because this piece of shit's trying to get away. And here's another thing. I guarantee you he's got a rap sheet 16 pages long. This ain't his first rodeo.
And that's when Alex. Hey, bud.
I wouldn't. I've been there. I've been in these situations. Never felt bad. I remember one night, I don't know, about 4 o'clock in the morning, this guy we're chasing him. He thought there was a road there where there was no road, and it looked like he was going on an on-ramp because he just kind of eased over and went straight and slammed right into a tree. He got ejected out the front window, laying there in a ball of pain. Me and my sergeant, we're down in the grass, not like this. It wasn't sloped like that. It was just flat. We were in the grass. We're just high-fiving. Man, hell yeah. He stopped himself. Yeah. And he's laying over there bleeding and shit. We're just waiting on EMT to show up. Wonder where EMT is. My sergeant said, I don't give a shit. Okay.
165, I'll have it shut down for a second.
What does that mean? I'll keep kick open? Oh, okay. Thank you, therapy. I appreciate that, buddy. Slammed into a family's car, killed the mom. Yeah, exactly, Eternal. So don't have sympathy for these menaces to society, pieces of shit that we can live without.
I'll be right back, guys. I mean, you can put that on them.
Cromwell says, I saw one video where the guy was ejected and rolled. At first, I thought the car lost a tire. The dog in the car survived. Good.
Well, leave it. But when they come, they can go with them.
And here's what's sad. You could take this piece of shit to the hospital, and if he survives, once he gets back on his feet, he'd run from the police again. He don't give a shit. They're criminals. They don't care. They think they've had practice. This time they can get away. And then imagine all the vehicles that would be traveling on this interstate if it hadn't been for this piece of shit. They said something about a shooting. Troopers witnessed shooting while on... Okay, let's see what this is about. Hell, I like this. I didn't even have to set any of this shit up. I haven't edited any of these videos. I haven't screened any of these videos, so I hope it doesn't get me in trouble. I just went live with the communist state of California vehicle chase. It was live. That's what I went live for today. Damn, I think I've ruined out my welcome. I went from like, well, it's at 35. I was at like 48 50 a minute ago. I think people are getting tired of me. A little bit of me goes a long way. No, it says stop. What the fuck? This has got to be in Michigan. They think that helps. People run stop signs all the day, so you think if you have a hood ornament that says stop, oh, that one they'll listen to. Yeah, okay. What a waste. Think about it. What a waste of taxpayer dollars. Imagine how much each unit costs to put that dumb shit on the hood of your patrol unit. What a waste of resources. I'd rather have brand new ass batons than to have a stop sign on the hood of my patrol unit. Thank you, Mr. Taxpayers and Mrs. Taxpayers. It's got to be Michigan, because they're about the only state stupid enough to do that.
20 from 2263, copy stop.
Yeah, it was custom made. Oh, yeah.
63 Glen.
Wow.
It's going to be on Davison at Prodowski. It's going to be a Michigan registration of Edward Frank Tom, 4299. It's going to be a dark colored Silverado.
Do you see what I see? Look through the camper. Is that a rifle on a rack behind the driver? It looks that way from here. As a police officer, I would see that, and I'd say, 35 station, roll me another unit my way. I'll give you exact location when we get stopped. Because I know that looks like a weapon. Pit maneuver, aiming tool. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe that's what the stop sign is. You never know. When I say whoa, I mean whoa.
Dark colored Silverado.
I hope the officer sees it. Because I see it. And I'm thousands of miles away from Michigan, and I can see it. Now you can't see it because the spotlight's got you blinded.
One I would have hit one of these.
Like right behind her?
Yeah, so with this I would have did one of these.
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
this looks like Detroit. Okay, you got two. Okay.
How you doing today? Trooper was with the Michigan State Police. The reason for the stop today was I noticed you were on your phone back there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
these
you
are
guys coming from?
condominiums, therapy.
From the house.
Okay.
We have no power.
Where are you guys going to?
I was going to go drop them off.
All right, do you have your license, registration, proof of
I
insurance?
do. So what did you say? Because I was low.
Because you were on your phone. I seen you were on your phone back there.
Yeah.
Can you get your documentation for me?
Yep.
See, people think, drivers think that, what, being on my phone? Like, that's stupid. No, I think talking on your phone or being on your phone or texting and driving should be the exact same charges as a DUI because you are driving impaired. You are not concentrating on the road. You're more dangerous than somebody under the influence of alcohol. At least somebody under the influence is attempting to keep it in their lane. They're not very good at it, but they will try. Somebody that's texting and driving looks down, not even paying what's going on out front, and they'll run right into somebody head on in the other lane.
Can you check to see if the
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I know this looks like a Hollywood set. These are condominiums. We're in a very, very high, rich area. So if you, hey, listen to me. If you see buckwheat come down here on the corner and start selling little baggies of shit, it's just sugar. They give away sugar and shit to the people that live in the area. It's okay.
Okay, so here's my insurance.
Absolutely.
My registration.
Drunk driver follow tech.
where's
Yeah,
your
they do therapy. It's
Where's
like a
your
deer in a
license?
headlight. I did too. At first glance, I thought it was Beverly Hills or some shit. I was looking for Sylvester Stallone to ride by. Oh, absolutely, Cromwell. 50 years ago?
I'll be back in a moment, okay?
I didn't do anything to the sound. It's not me. Well, if they're stopping Goldie Hawn, that means Kurt Russell will be in the passenger seat, right? Oh. You guys hear that? Listen at the gunfire. Only because we're in such a nice area. No, it's probably like 0.001 in crime for this area, but listen. Oh, listen.
All right, here.
She probably got on the phone and called Guido, her cousin Guido. He said, hey, I'm right up the street. Hey, go outside and fire your weapon so I can get away.
Where's your location? Is there look on the same tab?
Go, follow that car. We're behind the car now.
Oh, there's a drive-by.
High priority. He approaching Broad Street. Shooting suspects.
I hope no kids jump out in the roadway after the little blue ball.
It's a fire escape.
Check that video. Stay on, okay?
Yep.
Go. Tyler Street, Brooklyn, Livernois.
Tyler, approaching.
Edward Frank Tom. 7 75240. Turning in the liquor store off of Illinois Station. We're going to be going down Illinois Station. Edward Frank Yellow 7524. Wait 46.
See, let me just tell you my fudged way up of thinking, okay? This is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. But me personally, after what I've seen in 17 years from these fucking criminals, excuse the F-bomb, more F-bombs, okay? I don't see the problem here. Let them kill each other. This is one gang members shooting at other gang members. I don't see the problem. I just don't. Thank you for helping us do our job. Getting criminals off planet Earth. You don't have to, it's just my opinion. My personal, from 17 years of watching these animals kill each other. Yeah, I don't see the problem myself. Just saying.
Southbound approaching Culverton Street.
Well, yeah, therapy, there is that. Yeah.
Okay, just came out. Okay. We gotta predict all the traffic up there.
Yeah, I don't want the kids being killed, but it's like the gang members don't care. The shooters don't care. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't know. It's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me.
Southbound Illinois approaching Elmhurst. Speeds are about 74 miles per hour. Medium traffic.
Yes, I do. Well, no, I don't think crimes against women should automatically be the death penalty, but any crime against a child, absolutely. Yes. And the crime against the woman, well, it depends on what that crime was. But one set of gang members shooting at another set of gang members, I don't have a problem with that. But like therapy said, innocent children are going to get killed in the crossfire. So there is that. But therapy, in my defense, in my opinion, most of those kids you're talking about are future criminals. So there is that.
Westbound 96 from Illinois.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Daddy, can we stop by the Detroit Zoo? Yeah. I think we were just there. You know, when he was on the traffic stop, that area on the right and left, that was the Detroit Zoo. Yep. You're right, therapy. Thank you, hey, Cobra. Jay Cobra. Thank you so much for following me over on Rumble. I appreciate it, buddy.
From that 2017 Ford Escape to a Carol Drasher out of Detroit.
That don't look like a Ford Escape. That's not a Ford Escape. That's like a Chevy or something, isn't it? Well, I don't know. The way they advance every year, I don't know. It could be. Yeah, Detroit. Oh, man, that was a slick maneuver right there, Slick Nick. I almost lost you. Thank you, therapy. If you were a darling, I'd be excited right now. Just trying to think how I want to do this. I know how I want to do it. Right here.
Clear 77 Minota.
Here, right here. And I think I can. Not sure, but I think I can. I duplicate? Okay, I can. Okay, good. Alright.
Roger, Chaser.
Yeah.
No, we're in the trap. Well, maybe. Okay. Is it really? Cromwell said Michigan is the home of Kellogg's Empire. I didn't know that. Michigan? Okay. See, I thought Captain Crunch was from Alabama. So, there is that. Sorry, I can't put on high heels and ping pong if you want. That's okay, Therapy. I like you just the way you are, man. No pumps needed.
Alright, seems like we're going to be going to Wyoming. Next time you get close to the lake, we'll break.
Clear Wyoming.
Yeah, cornflakes too. He ran an insane asylum and they made the cereal out of dried oats and whatever was lying around. Yeah, it's the whatever was lying around that concerns me.
Approaching Ohio. Use 92.
Going that side?
Yeah. Because it's like going on a little bit.
Yeah.
Slow down. There's a car up there.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that might be an escape. Yeah, it might be a Ford Escape. Now this area, Nate, listen to me. This area, God damn it, stop. This area right here. If you do a celebrities tour in the Beverly Hills, this is one of the streets they go down to let you know where the celebrities and all live. You know, like Pimp Daddy and all the, yeah. So, get you a tour. Oh, yeah. And I think, Eternal, there's some moving specials going on. Like, after you pay the first month, the second month's free. Yeah, so.
Southbound, right entry, approaching Chicago. Rear left tire going out.
21 degrees cross.
God damn, who would paint their building blue? That's just stupid.
Southbound, right on Westfield Street. Speeds are about 45, residential.
Looks like he's got a flat tire on that driver's side, doesn't it? See how the vehicle's leaning? And nobody's thrown out any stop sticks either.
In the area of West Chicago and Oakland.
Approaching passing Dover.
Oh, okay. I must have been running my mouth while that was happening, and I didn't see it.
Check clear. Go.
You got a front tire out as well?
Alright, front tire out now. We're approaching Harrogate. Joy Road. Should be coming towards Illinois. Speed about 35.
Hey, Jay. Jay, how you doing, buddy?
Okay. I'll hold this off for you. Coming up to Joy Road.
Jake Hudson is my songwriter.
All right, looks like here.
He makes a lot of songs for me. Thank you, Jake.
Joy Road, going eastbound.
Cody, come up front. You want to put him out. Come front. I'm going front. Stop.
We got units right now at Grand River.
Hit him!
Stop. Break.
Driver!
Shoot him! Of course you can't, but I wish we could. You can outrun that fat bastard. Yeah. Don't be easy with him. Make him eat concrete, you piece of shit.
What the fuck did I do, bro?
Isn't that funny? Even when I was in law enforcement, that's like the first question these uneducated idiots ask. What did I do, bro? Kind of self-explanatory, don't you think there, Buckwheat?
Go ahead. Go.
What the fuck did I do?
Yeah, let's. Can we see that again, ladies and gentlemen? Is that okay? I just thought that was a classic. I liked it. Because, see, this first officer, this liberal little piece of shit, was trying to, handle him with kid gloves, right? The one weasel piece of shit. Oh, stop. Okay, I got your shirt. You're captured now. And then here comes Hercules across the freaking sidewalk and does what needs to be done. Watch. Oh, okay. That explains a lot. Yeah. Criminals watching criminals. I got it. Now it makes a lot of sense why this officer didn't attack. Okay. Yeah, you piece of shit. Look, I got you. Yeah! Eat shit!
Go.
What the fuck did I do, bro?
Go ahead. Go.
What the fuck did I do?
Yeah, that was his cousin was chasing him, and he didn't want to give him road rash or nothing. But Jose didn't give a shit.
What's going on? We got one. 20, we got one in custody. I believe it's the driver. Other units are chasing the other one.
I believe it's the driver. Did you not see him get...
Get up.
What the fuck did I do?
Any weapons on you?
No.
Get up.
I can't.
Yeah, there you go.
Get up. Step up, sir.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, bro.
On Joy Road, going eastbound.
I want to see Jose's body cam.
We got units right now.
Get him, God dang it. Get him.
Good pit. Got one running on Howell.
Run him over.
One running on Howell.
Come here!
You think saying come here is going to make him stop and come to you? No, man, you got to work for it. Oh, yeah.
Get out of your...
What did I do, bro? I think he said, I don't got nothing, bro.
Nothing, was just...
We got one.
Yeah. That's all you got to do is just when they start running from you on foot, you say, hey, stop. Or I'll say stop again. Come here. And they just stop. Oh, man, you got me. And they walk back toward you because you said come here. I don't think that's ever worked, ever.
Just two.
I take him.
Yeah, that's why it didn't work, Eternal. He didn't say please, the magic word and all.
I think that's the shooter right there.
How do you know who the shooter is? You didn't see it. Yeah, he forgot to say Simon Says, come here. That would have worked. I never thought of that. Damn, there's so many times I could have used Simon Says, come here.
Can you take this phone so I can get better handle?
Thank you, Nom, for stalking me over on Kick.
Where is that shooting at?
You got it down good?
Man, I wouldn't be caught dead with that stupid hat on.
In your pocket's gonna poke me or prick me.
Look, this is not Adam 12. I'm not leaving the house with that stupid ass hat on. Jesus Christ.
Don't, I said, anything in your pocket, poke me or prick me. No, sir.
No shit, Eternal.
Yep. Yeah, search him. Further searching him. I can search the car. Okay.
You got a gun in there, sir?
Yeah, he's seen a gun, yeah.
I want eyes.
Remember this, A-van houses?
Can you I'll put it in my car.
Yep.
Right here.
This works. Hey, where?
Thank you, Therapy. I appreciate that, man.
He's the driver.
Well, we need
Yeah, he's a driver.
well, we need $1,890 more now. I think we got. How much we got? Let me see. $29 so far on the live streaming equipment. Thank you for thinking about me, though, buddy.
Hey, you guys want text come and take photos or anything the way it
I'm
is?
telling you guys, look. I'm not begging or nothing else. I'm just saying there's no way that me and Rex can come up with that kind of money for the streaming equipment. So November the 23rd will not happen unless we have this live streaming equipment. And it's actually $2,500 for all of it. Everything we need to go live is $2,500 and a little bit of change after that. But when we figured out it was 25, I'd already put the 19 up there. So me and Rex is going to cover the difference somehow, some way. But yeah, it's not going to happen unless we have the live streaming equipment, guys. I'm just saying. So every dollar helps towards that 1900.
Find out.
I'll ask. I got it.
All right, thank you.
Worked for the Connors for 30 years. Wait, who's the Connors? Well, who's the Connors? Cromwell. I've never heard of the Connors for 30 years. Wait, that's solicitation. Tell Rex it's time to get on the corner. Yeah. Time to bob for apples there, Rex. Roseanne? Talking about Roseanne Barr?
No, just search it as is then? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, Roseanne Barr, okay. And guys, there is my Merc store. 100% of the money made on the Merc is also going towards the 1900. And what I'll do is just whatever I make at the Merc store, I'll take that total at the end of the month and I'll apply it to this right here. So 29 plus, I think I'll make like $3 or $2.50 a shirt, and I'll just apply that to the total here manually. I do the same thing to if you buy me a cup of coffee, it doesn't automatically register on the live streaming equipment, that 29, it won't automatically go up. I just have to take however many coffees I get and I manually put it in there. But it all goes to the same place, the IRL live streaming equipment.
Short.
You know, that's what I should do. I should identify as an illegal immigrant in this country, and I'll get $4,000 a month on top of my food stamps and welfare and free health care and a free place to live. I don't know why I haven't thought about that yet, Eternal. I should. Damn. See, I'm not thinking correctly.
You got some gloves?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got no gloves?
You got some? You need help searching this car?
Yeah, I'm gonna have you search it with me. My bag. Just come on, I'll go get him with you. There's a gun in there.
Yep, no taxes for 7 years, if ever.
Just dig through the very front pocket and just grab some gloves and just come find me.
139
Right here.
969.
God.
Yeah, grab gloves and secure that.
Yeah. It's unloaded.
Okay. Yep, just go ahead and work your truck.
Oh, shit.
Thank you for your donation.
Bonnie and Jordan. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Very much. And that puts us up to $34. We're 2% there. That's 2% we ain't got to fuck with anymore. I mean, mess with it, excuse me. That's 2% that's in the bag. Thank you, buddy. Very much, Jordan and Bonnie. Let's go.
Thank you, sir.
Good job.
Thank you, sir. Can you search over here? I'm gonna start over there, and then we can switch, okay?
All right.
Oh, I might not even be able to... It's... Okay, there we go. And I might not be able to get in it because it's jammed. Okay. I didn't know if I could just do that or not. Boy. I'm tripping. I ain't even got my lighter. Let's see if we can find any casings or anything as well. Yeah.
Wow. That was great, wasn't it? Actually, I had nothing to do with that. I just showed the video. See, I wanted to see... No, I don't like that one. I wanted to see this real quick. I know, a little bit of me goes a long way. You guys are ready. You're just hanging around to watch me end the stream, right?
From a drug dealer
Probably.
in South Carolina who flipped his truck during a high-speed pursuit, and a Florida Highway Patrol officer who skidded off the road during this wild chase, to a black Yukon that was shooting sparks at tailing police officers, and much more. Here are 7 police dashcam moments you wouldn't believe if not filmed.
Number 7.
LaQuandra Borden could have gone home with a small fine. All the 25-year-old had to do was apologize and return some stolen merchandise to Walmart. Instead,
That ain't
she
gonna
decided
happen.
to run and is now serving 7 years
Thank
in
you,
prison
Jordan.
for
And
first-degree
Bonnie.
assault and battery. It began around 10:30 a.m. on November 10th of 2015. Officers in Horry County, South Carolina, responded to a local Walmart after the manager caught LaQuandra and her friend, 36-year-old Chastity Stokes, shoplifting. Officers stopped their black Jeep and detained both women outside the store. As the story goes, multiple cameras and employees saw LaQuandra and Chastity loading over $2,000
What's a
worth of
Mensa
merchandise
list?
into plastic tubs. During the scuffle, one of the officers discharged his weapon, striking
good.
LaQuandra in the arm. She
Good.
drove off as they scrambled back to their
You should have
cars and
unloaded your
began a
clip
high-speed chase through
until she
Horry
stopped.
County. When they finally catch up, they realize her Jeep is smoking from the damage sustained during the earlier crash.
That officer's life was in danger because of her actions. You can use deadly force when they're using a vehicle against you. I can take three or 4 days off while the investigation happens. That's fine with me. With pay. Yeah,
At this
that's Crown
point,
Vic.
it's clear that LaQuandra isn't going down without a fight. She thinks she's above the law and doesn't care about anybody but herself. What?
Damn.
County, good enough to stop was orange parallel hit. South 29 south, we're still heading north.
That's probably what she thought. Hey, Rumble
As crazy
viewers,
as
how
she
y'all
might
doing
be,
today?
you have to
I
give
got
her
10
credit.
people on
She's
Rumble
driving
right
on
now.
3
Holy
tires
shit.
and has a bullet in her arm, and still LaQuandra keeps the pedal to the metal. But no matter how hard she tries, she won't make it much further. That's because other officers are waiting with spike strips to pop the rest of her tires.
You can't outrun a radio. Motorola is always faster than you. She's doing pretty good driving with one arm, though. Now, does anybody here for a second think that Shalonda, Jaquita, whatever her name is, doesn't matter, she cares about the lives and safety of other drivers? That would be wonderful. She hits a fire hydrant because she bled out. If it had hit an artery, she wouldn't have went this far. She's a piece of shit.
Now, all our officers have to do is play the waiting game. They know
Why?
her Jeep
Hit
won't
her.
last much longer.
Oh, this
and it
gotta be in a
finally
blue
stops
state.
in the middle of the road.
Yeah, this is in a blue state. They're just gonna follow until she stops. No, we don't do it that way in the South. We stop them. We don't let them stop. Now, I just want to point out something here. Look. Do you remember when I said that, first of all, women don't need to be in law enforcement, and that's a fact. But because in stressful situations, women think logically, or excuse me, emotionally, and men think logically. And this is a perfect example of how a woman thinks emotionally. Now watch this donut-eating bitch come run around there. Watch what she does. Just watch. See her right there? Now watch. Watch what she does. You're gonna smash the window with your fist. Really? That's emotional. I hope she didn't break her hand. Turn your sirens off.
In South Carolina, shoplifting between $2,000 and $10,000 is a felony offense punishable by a $1,000 fine and up to 5 years in jail. Assuming LaQuandra didn't have any priors, she may have gotten away with a slap on the wrist.
LaQuandra's her
now
name.
she's looking
I
at
don't know how to
assault and
spell
battery, hit and run,
Don't care.
and criminal conspiracy. About a year after this wild chase, LaQuandra was sentenced to 7 years in prison. Chastity was arrested and charged with 3 counts of shoplifting and criminal conspiracy. It's unclear if she spent any time in jail. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to meet the most insufferable woman in Peach County, Georgia.
Okay, we've seen this one before, but there might be somebody here that hasn't, so I'm gonna let it play out, okay? I think we've highlighted this particular one twice on this stream. And I don't think it's really a stream unless we can highlight it a third time. Let's give 100%, okay?
Get out! Get out!
Damn.
Get out! Tires are flat!
I've said it both other times and I'll say it again. They should have shot the hell out of that driver. She's using this vehicle as a weapon, a deadly weapon. The moment she puts it in drive and goes towards an officer, even a little bit, we're justified in using deadly force. And why they didn't unload a clip on this stupid bitch. Yeah. That Elmer Fudd should have opened fire on her.
Police officers race back to their cars to
Look, they don't even know what to do. They're, oh, what do we do? There's got to be a blue state.
catch up with 24-year-old Sierra Hibbert.
You'd have been a
Watch
dead
as she
bitch.
turns this Georgia road into a demolition derby.
If this sheriff car, and he won't do it, but if this sheriff car was to get in front of her, you've got a vehicle behind her, a vehicle to the left, and a vehicle to the right, she'd be boxed in. But the sheriff gave her a gap. Idiot. You're a dumbass. You know that? You're a fucking dumbass. Excuse me. That officer's an idiot. What are you thinking? Put your vehicle in front of her so she can't move. Dumbass. Some people just don't have the mentality to be a cop. Is he really gonna knock on the window? Okay, I second that. Some idiot shouldn't be a cop.
She's not gonna make it far.
Oh, I take it back about the other one, the woman. This dumbass is punching the window. You dumbass, I hope you break every knuckle in your hand, you tard. I didn't say it. You gotta give me credit. That was like a lip sync. Wow, look at this. And all this sheriff had to do was pull up and block her in. And she wouldn't have went nowhere.
Go.
And look at Elmer Fudd here. He's like, oh, what we gonna do, man? Shh. We're hunting rabbits. The fuck?
Sierra wiggles.
See, I can sit here, and don't get me wrong, I wasn't a perfect officer at all. I made my mistakes. I screwed the hell up and back many times. And I took shit over it, too. But I'm experienced with 17 years under my belt to call out these dumbasses' mistakes. And I'm going to tell you, there's some people that just doesn't have the mentality to be a cop. Elmer Fudd here's one of them. That's the second time he's been like brain dead. What are we going to do, huh? Wow.
Free, and the chase is back on. Luckily, officers put stop sticks under her
Butterbean, yeah.
car at the original crash site. She's not going anywhere on 4 flat tires.
She's going into the bumper of cars. She can definitely hit people. Oh, now they're going to try to box her in again. They had her boxed in. Yeah. They're trying the same stupid maneuver that didn't work. This is the 3rd time they've tried to box her in. Well, watch these officers. What are you doing?
Officers finally box Sierra in and pull her from the car. You won't believe what this woman had to say as they arrested her.
Here's Elmer Fudd. There you go. Use an asp. Look. It's Little Billy. Little Billy showed up behind Elmer Fudd.
I know I'm buckled,
Jesus
sir.
Christ.
I'm buckled, sir. Sir. I didn't do anything. I didn't do it, sir.
You just tried to kill 10 people.
No, I did not, sir.
Alex, switch back to me.
Go ahead, Alex. Get her.
Sir, I didn't do it. Stop. Why have you done?
Yeah, it probably wasn't in the budget.
Stop. I didn't.
What are you doing?
I didn't do it.
It won't fit. It won't fit. Get it. Make it fit.
See, you got to get her attention. You don't never at the end of a chase, ladies and gentlemen, never. Well, let me just say, never in my 17 years at the end of a chase did we pull somebody out and let them stand up while we cuffed them. Oh, no. No, they immediately went face first into the ground on their belly with our knee in their neck, and we cuffed them. And I might add, fuck George Floyd. Sorry for the F-bomb, but I had to use it. Never.
I did not do it.
What is she doing? You're going to let a civilian run? Is she taking the car?
What are you guys are talking about?
Oh, okay. What is she doing?
Man, we just wrecked 3 police cars.
Is there a baby in the car? Oh, my God.
Stop signs to go and start saying that I was driving recklessly and I was not.
Well,
You can't help.
You do not let civilians into your scene. Ever. All that does is escalate everything, and now she's tampering with evidence. How do I know that this ain't her cousin Karen, and she ran over to get the drugs, the little pack of drugs out of the back seat? These officers just let her do it, and then let her slam doors and shit. I'm going to refer back that there's just some people that don't need to be in law enforcement. They don't have the mental mentality to do it. You never let anyone into your scene. And this is now a crime scene. We've got her. And nobody's coming in there. A civilian? Shit. We'll get the baby. There was no hurry on the baby. The baby was in a car seat and she was sitting there fine. What was the rush?
That cat! I didn't do anything. Yes, you did. You almost killed 3.
See? It's going to escalate. Why these? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 officers there, and they're going to let this civilian come into the scene and create chaos.
What did I do? Don't even ask how. How? You get 3 people right here.
Put her in my car. Yeah.
The kid this rightfully angry woman is referring to is the toddler in the back seat of Sierra's car. You can see a man taking the girl away if we stop the video right here. But if Sierra said she didn't do it, then she didn't do it, right? A ghost must have taken over her car and fled when police finally stopped her. Let's watch her do everything she's accused of one more time via this police officer's body cam.
Break glass! Break glass! Break glass! Get out the car! Get out!
Break glass, break glass, break glass. You got your weapon. No, you got to be in front of her.
In the end, Sierra was arrested and brought to county jail. It's unclear what she was charged with, but we bet it involves reckless driving, endangering a child, and assault with a deadly weapon.
That was
June
a screwed
20th
up
of
department right there.
2024, St. Lucie County, Florida. Highway Patrol Trooper Elvis Nolasco is tailing behind a white Mercedes four-door heading north on the Florida
And I'll
Turnpike.
tell you something else. That little country bitch that came into our scene, ran in the back door and slamming doors, she's under arrest for obstruction. She came into my scene, went into the back seat. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what she's grabbing. I don't give a shit. She's under arrest. I would have cuffed her ass and put her in the back seat of my patrol unit. You don't ever come into a fucking scene like that late. Oh, I did it again. Sorry. No, she's going to jail.
Pike. After running the vehicle's plate, Trooper Nolasco learned that the driver's license was suspended and the county had a seizure order on the tags. Trooper Nolasco pulled up to the Mercedes and activated his lights and sirens. But 28-year-old Derek Taylor Jr. decided to hit the gas instead of pulling over, sparking an action-packed high-speed chase down the Florida Turnpike.
Pull over to the right.
That'd be the last time Cousin Karen comes into a police scene. She won't do it again. Because that child in the backseat, it wasn't in immediate danger. It was in a car seat. It was fine. It could have stayed there for another 30 minutes. There was no rush.
6528, vehicle not stopping.
You cuff her, you load her, you leave the scene. You transport her, correct. You don't hang around.
21 Echo.
Coloring in your little crayon book.
White Mercedes four-door.
What the fuck?
Hitting the shoulder at the northbound at the 149.
That just shit would have never happened in my jurisdiction, ever. Not without that bitch going to jail.
At this point, Taylor Jr. is pulling over 80 miles per hour while driving on the left shoulder. It's a rough and bumpy ride, but our officer doesn't let that bother him. Police don't know it, but there's a good reason why Derek and his passenger, William Woods, are running. Their car is filled with illegal drugs.
Well, they come up with some really cool names.
MDMA,
William Wood.
marijuana, and cocaine. Getting
Get
caught
busy, Wizzle.
means going
Shit like
straight
that.
to
Good
jail.
names.
These guys want to avoid that at all costs.
He is getting off at the 152, getting off the 152.
Willie Wood. Get him. Thank you for all the likes on the YouTube and Rumble video. I appreciate it. Thank you for the thumbs up on the YouTube and Rumble. Thanks very much. Well, I've only got one like on the Rumble. Hey guys on Rumble, like the video if you would. Hit the thumbs up for me. I'd really appreciate it.
Green light, green light, green light.
People, get out of the freaking... You don't hear the siren? I'd have another officer back there stop that son of a bitch and give him a $400 ticket. Refusal
After a
to
short
yield
detour
to
through
emergency
town, our
vehicle.
suspects get back on the highway. Trooper Nolasco follows and watches as this chase almost ends itself.
What do you mean by reviews? Pat, you need your own TV show for these chase reviews. Oh. With therapy? You have your producer call me and I'll sign the contract and go on TV. I'll even put my purple pink passion lipstick on. You got it, man. I will do it. Slip sliding away. This is so cool right here. That doesn't it make you feel like we're at an amusement park?
Now let's see that final pit maneuver one more time from another officer's perspective.
Yeah, it's not racing if you're not rubbing.
Pit.
Around that second curve, got him. At the end of that long stretch. This must be Talladega or some shit. Get him. Oh, this is Florida.
Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Hands! Don't move! Don't move! Do not move!
I think he heard you. I think he heard you about the 18th time you said it.
Sarge, I got you. Come back here. Driver, get the out of the car! Hands up!
Brandy, thank you for subbing to my channel. I don't know why it's doing that. Why is it way over there? Hold on. Okay, hey, therapy. All right, buddy. Thank you, man.
Sarge, the sound of my voice. On your knees. On your knees.
I don't know why it's way over there. Let me do it like this.
Go. Passenger! Open the door with your hands outside the car!
There we go.
Hands up! Walk back towards me! Back towards me! Keep walking!
Now, if you'll listen, and I'm not faulting the officer, I've been there. I've been there, done that. You hear his voice, how he's screaming real loud and his voice is a little shaky. That's the adrenaline. And I remember sounding the same way, screaming out commands. Man, my hands are shaking. My adrenaline's all pumped up. Been out there for a couple years, and yeah, it happens.
Keep walking! On your knees! On your knees! Hands on your
Also, I want to point out, because I've said it in the past, you get to a scene and you're trying to get the guy out of the car and you got 5 freaking officers screaming and yelling commands. That is confusing. It's going to get somebody killed. Listen to these commands. One person, like it's supposed to be, is giving commands. That's professionalism.
Hey! Cross your feet! Cross your feet!
And you're not wider. Put your gun away. Shooting it with, holding it with one
Both men
hand.
were arrested, and police inevitably found all the drugs in their car.
So, ladies and gentlemen, now, professionalism just went out the window. You never, ever, never put this 2 suspects in the same patrol unit. Never. They're going to get their story straight inside the patrol unit. Everything go. Yeah, you just don't do it. You separate them. There's enough patrol units at the scene, trust me, to put this guy in another patrol unit. But I've never put this 2 people in the backseat of my patrol unit. If there's 2 or 3, we get 2 or 3 units out there to transport.
They were hit with multiple possession charges, but Taylor got it worse as the driver. He was charged with fleeing, reckless driving with property damage, and leaving the scene of a crash. After being medically cleared, both men landed in St. Lucie County Jail.
Eternal, I've seen those videos.
Chester, South Carolina is a small rural city in Chester County. It's home to about 5,600 people and a Cowboys fan who tried trafficking drugs through town. It began when police pulled behind a white pickup truck driven by 51-year-old Eric Bernard. He pulled into a parking lot and seemed willing to talk at first. Then he peeled away, leading officers on a high-speed chase that ended with a wild crash.
Car for me. Okay. Hold on for a minute, man. Damn. Let me roll my window. Hold on for a minute, man. Damn. Let me roll my window. Hold on for a minute, man. 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 Hold on for a minute, man.
Man, let me roll my window up. I gotta set it to roll the window up. Man, come on, man.
85 miles an hour. Still on. The bypass. Right on. Ashford Street, head north south.
1050.
What were you thinking,
With
Jeff?
Eric in handcuffs, officers were able to search his truck. Inside, they found 112 grams of fentanyl and about 56 grams of methamphetamine. Eric also...
And how many people are dying of fentanyl in the United States?
had over $4,000 cash and several...
Ladies and gentlemen, Eternal is exactly correct. He said on YouTube, first mistake is running in a pickup. Now, if you've got a 1-ton toolbox mounted in the back of that pickup truck, okay, then go ahead. But if you don't run in a pickup truck.
Other pills on his person. In the end, he was charged with possession with intent to distribute. According to the Chester County Sheriff, the amount of fentanyl that Eric was carrying equated to 56,000 deadly doses. That's almost double the population of Chester County.
Damn. He doesn't give a shit as long as he gets his George Washingtons. He doesn't care.
Wesley Anderson had no...
Hey guys, look. I'm trying to quit smoking again because I vape most of the time. I only smoke a few cigarettes a day now, but I'm gonna go get a cigarette. I'm a little stressed out now. All this excitement and shit. No, I'll be right back. No, I'm not stressed out. I'm being a smartass, which is unusual for me. But I'll be right back.
Intention of going to jail. On July 15th of 2023, the 42-year-old escaped police custody as officers in Kenosha County, Wisconsin were taking him to prison. According to police, Wesley carjacked 2 people before ending up in a blue Camaro in Pleasant Prairie, a small village in the southeast corner of Kenosha County. Thankfully, the car wasn't hard to spot, leading to this high-speed chase through rural Wisconsin. Let's see if Wesley can dodge the other set of spike strips waiting for him up the road.
Getting ready to be shut down right now by Amazon.
Jake! Thank you, buddy! Hell yeah! Finally, I got a new member. I hadn't had a member in a long time. Thank you, Jake. We're up to 10 now. But guys, look, I've got to, I'm on E. I got to go fill up with some lead. So let me make a cup of coffee, then get the cigarette in this order, and then I'll be back. I'm going to leave this running.
Up ahead, officers try blocking the leftmost lane, trying to force Wesley toward more strips on the right-hand side. He sees it coming and veers into oncoming traffic to avoid them again. Wesley gets back in his lane and makes a beeline for the highway. Then, for some reason, his car starts slowing down and stops in the middle of the ramp. Now, we know he avoided the spike strips and he'd never stop voluntarily, so why is his car slowing down? Now, Wesley didn't know it, but this Camaro was equipped with OnStar, a navigation and crash detection service you probably have in your car. When the owner reported their vehicle stolen, OnStar kicked in and shut down the engine while Wesley was driving.
45, we're stopped. Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up now!
Body cam footage shows the officers approaching to arrest Wesley. Watch how this hard criminal cries like a baby when police move in with their weapons drawn.
Alright, we're to keep lethal. We'll move nice and slow, boys. Yep. Nice and slow.
I'll look right at you. Please don't kill me, guys.
Where you are?
I won't move.
Stop. Stop it. Make it clear. Danny Moore, hang on.
Please don't kill me, guys.
If you reach for anything, you're gonna... You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Why are you pointing your gun at me, please?
It's from all of our safety.
Please.
All right.
You're going to tase me. Please, guys, don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. I have hands here. Please, tase me this close, sir.
Let me see your other hand. Let's see your
My
hands.
hands are right here, sir.
Okay.
Please do not tase me. Don't shoot me. Please get a gun on my face.
Somebody got a scissors. We can cut that belt and yank him out.
That's fine.
Danny, he's got handcuffs. He's got handcuffs.
Stay where you are. Do not move. Please put a gun on. Please, I have anything.
Don't move. Yep. Get down on the ground. Once the belt's free, get on the ground.
I will. Don't kill me. Please don't hit me.
On the ground.
Please don't hit me, guys. Please don't hit me.
Get on the ground.
Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. I won't hurt you. Please.
Don't let his whimpering fool you. Wesley is a career criminal who doesn't care about anybody but himself. Before police found him, Wesley stole a van and crashed it into someone's BMW, causing severe injuries. Instead of helping, he robbed the next closest car, which wound up being the blue Camaro. And he wasn't done either. Watch as he threatens to defecate in a trash can while police stand guard at the hospital.
I'll let a nurse come in and assist you.
I don't need to assist me.
They need to bring in the bedpan for you to utilize. All right? No, that's the garbage can.
I call it a bedpan.
They're not using a garbage can, sir. Okay, that is enough of that.
That's the speed on the back.
Stop. Stop! Stop!
383, sir. 383,
Come back.
sir. Give me units to the hospital.
Stop!
Get off!
What the hell?
Get on the bed now!
393 Sheriff requesting additional units
Get
to
on the bed now!
On the bed. I'm on the bed. I just need you to
Smoke them if you got them.
In the end, Wesley wound up shackled to the hospital bed. He was charged with carjacking, first-degree reckless endangerment,
Piece
fleeing,
of shit.
and battery on a police officer. All told, he's looking at about 40 years in prison. Hopefully, they don't let him get away this time.
Thank you, Eternal.
Now, most people spend Valentine's Day with someone they love. This South Carolina Highway Patrol
Jake,
officer
thank you,
spent
buddy,
it
for that
chasing
super
a
chat.
black Yukon.
Thank you, buddy, for the super chat.
In the middle of the night. When the officer pulled behind the car, he noticed that the Yukon still had paper tags, meaning it was likely brand new. But it wouldn't stay in new condition for long, as this driver had no intention of talking to the police.
Yo!
He's taking off.
You think? Thank you, Captain Obvious. He's taking off. No shit.
Call it 896. Richmond, show me 10-0.
I'm just giving him shit. No, that's why they're criminals, Chris.
Reach for stops, possible 1055.
Thank you, buddy. You know, when you do stuff like that, Jake, $2.27, I feel so bad because I feel like Jake just went into his daughter's room, broke her piggy bank, and took $2.27. Don't do it, man. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate it, buddy, very much. But look, anybody that wants to do super chats, if you do a donation, of course, all the I mean, once I do get paid from YouTube, however much that is, I think I may be wrong. I've never looked at it. I think I make 70% of the super chats and 70% of the memberships and 70% of the stickers on YouTube. I know it's that way on the memberships. I'm not sure about the super chats, but I think I make like 70%. But all that money is definitely going to our live streaming equipment. So on November 23rd, we can actually go live with our bounty hunting. If we don't have it, we're not going to be able to do it. So hopefully we'll get there. With your guys' help, we'll surely get there. So he broke the piggy bank with a hammer. Oh shit, not a hammer, Jake. Oh, is it 50? Oh, really? Well, I'm in Tennessee, Jordan. I know on the memberships, I get 70% of the memberships. I just don't know what it is on the super chats or super stickers. That's why I say donate instead of super chat, because I get 100% of the donation, because that goes straight to my PayPal. You can also use Cash App. My Cash App is @NightCop. That's it, and then Nightcop. So if you want to do super chat or Cash App, I'll get that on my phone and I'll add that amount to this amount. So if you sent $10 on a super or a Cash App, I had to set it up because my kids need money. Oh, they showed me how to set it up. They were so helpful. But the Cash App, whatever money I get on that will pop up on my phone, and I'll just add it to this $34. So, just so you guys know, I just want to let you know what it is. But here's my, just for shits and giggles. It's just like that. That's my Cash App. @NightCop. That's it. And I know I get 100% of PayPal, except they do take a small fee. It's not a lot, but like if you sent $10, I'd get like $9.12 of it or something, I think.
Officer loses sight of the suspect as the road bends
Yeah,
and the
that's
elevation
what it is.
changes.
Parent ATM.
Then an intersection forces the Yukon to slow down, allowing the officer to catch up. You can't see it in the dash cam footage, but our trooper spots the suspect heading into a residential area.
Yes,
he follows,
I sure would.
loses sight again.
I don't know. Let's try that, trooper. Send me $400 on Cash App and watch how fast I can add it to that total. You can time me. Here, let me bring that shit up too. Hold on. Just in case somebody does that, I'll have it right in front of me so I can go ahead and add it to this total. Let's see there. Dash. I'm going to start doing this before every stream. For most people, $1 PayPal gets you 69 cents. Yeah, so I know it's something like that. I've never calculated the fees on PayPal. I think if you send me 10, I get $9 and some change, or $8.92, something like that. No, that's not it. Streaming tools. There we go. Overlays and donations. There we go. So let me bring it up just in case somebody gets fishy and wants to do it. Okay, I'm ready. There we go. Let's go.
But then catches the suspect out of the corner of his eye. He's lucky the driver doesn't know where he is and accidentally turns down a dead-end road.
No, they don't ask for that anymore, Trooper. They just say, Dad, do you still have that Cash App on your phone? And as soon as they ask that, I know. I know what's next. They're not asking so they could help me put the Cash App back on my phone in case I deleted it. Well, I guess they would help me quickly. They'd probably come over to the house to show me how to do it again.
Back up. He went right. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Watch out! Watch out! There he is! Now see, did you see that? Ladies and gentlemen, you can't baby your patrol unit like this. When that suspect, who's a clear and present danger to the citizens and other drivers, you put that push bumper right in front of that vehicle that's running. But this dumbass behind the wheel decided to save his patrol unit instead of saving the public. Watch him. What a dumbass move. My ass would have went straight to the right and blocked him in. No doubt in my mind. Because I've done it. What a dumbass. Your job is to protect the public. Dumb tard. You see that
Our
control
trooper
right there? I
spins
didn't say
around,
fuck
and the
tard.
chase is back on. He may not have a visual on the suspect, but the other officer's lights and constant radio contact help keep him in the chase. He catches up and learns over the radio that the driver's front tire is damaged. But even on 3 wheels, this guy refuses to stop. He pushes it to the bitter end, even kicking up a wave of sparks while driving on pure metal.
Also, any palm pepper spray that you buy, that money's gonna go towards the streaming equipment.
Right on book,
Palm
man.
pepper spray right here.
It's my yard.
You gotta get some. That says palm on it. Right there. Yep.
I'm gonna box him in.
Yeah, crap tard. Yeah, that's a Cadillac Escalade right there. That's a heavy son of a bitch. Yeah, fudge tard would work too. It just wouldn't have that oomph to it. It wouldn't have the same effect.
Get a tree.
What was that Tom Cruise movie with Tom Cruise and shit, I forgot the old man's name. He was a NASCAR driver. What was the name of that movie? I wanted to say Talladega Nights, but that's with that idiot comedian. I don't like him at all. No, not. Did you see the jet land at Talladega? Trooper? No, it's not Top Gun. He was a NASCAR driver. I forgot the name of that movie. It had Nicole Kidman in it. Nicole Kidman, Tom Cruise. What's that old guy's name that was his mechanic? Shit, I can't remember. James! Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube. Bond. James Bond. You know, I've got it by good authority that James Bond 007 Ritter, he was in this nightclub, which in the South it's called a fucking bar, okay? He was in this nightclub and he went up to this lady and he said, "Hello, my name's Bond. James Bond." She said, "Well, hi there. My name is Lost. Get lost." Sorry, James, you crashed and burned that night, but just keep going. It'll work out for you.
Put your hands out the window now! Right now!
Days of Thunder, that's it. He Eternal got off the live stream, ran over to his Google and Googled it. It's Days of Thunder. That's what it reminded me of earlier when this Escalade was going down the road.
Hands out of the window now! Turn the truck off! Put your hands up!
Yeah, I couldn't remember it. Days of Thunder. I kept saying Talladega Nights, but no, that's with that other idiot. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. When you end a chase, we blitz that car. We all run up to it and snatch that bastard out of the driver's seat.
Hands up! Up. Step out. Step out. Step out. Face
And
away.
see this officer right over here? He should be up front, almost right against this bumper of this Escalade. That way you draw right down on him and he could see the end of your barrel.
For me. Face away. Face away. Get down on your knees. Get down on your knees now. Is there anybody
If
else
you
in the
have to
vehicle?
break the window, you break the window.
Is there anybody else in the vehicle?
You don't
Yo,
even
you
know
not even
him and
talking
you're
to
going to
you?
go with his word? No, there's nobody else in there.
Hey, anybody else in the vehicle? Is there? Don't move. Do not move. Do you understand?
I thought you said people. That's just my cousin.
Hey, secure him.
Officers move in and arrest the suspect. He's holding something in his hand, but we're not sure what. We're
Yeah,
thinking it might be
figures.
drug-related, as another officer walks up and asks the man if he ate anything dangerous. We never learn the suspect's name or what he was charged with. All we know is he'll be spending his Valentine's Day alone in a jail cell.
Yeah.
On March 4th of 2024,
This was like Florida.
Highway Patrol
Yeah.
Officer Sciarra was patrolling I-75 when he spotted a white Dodge Charger with blacked out windows. He pulled up behind the driver and tried initiating a traffic stop, but this guy had other ideas. He hit the gas and aimed for the nearest exit ramp. Maybe he could ditch the officer by looping on and off the highway.
Oh, yeah, that'll work. Yeah, you'll screw us right up and we'll lose you. Yeah, right.
Our driver, later identified as Tobias Cody,
Well, he's
gets
not-
back on the highway and hits
Tobias.
the gas.
Yeah, that
He
figures,
bobs and weaves
Tobias,
between
yeah.
cars, and his reckless moves put some
It's
distance
not the
between his
ticket,
Charger and the
Trooper.
police. It takes some
It's
time, but
his
Trooper
record
Sciarra finally
and the
catches up,
felonies
hitting
and the
speeds
warrants
well
he's
over
got.
120 miles per hour. Backup finally arrives when Trooper Prosper joins the chase. Unfortunately, he doesn't stay in it for long.
We still not a good idea to run. Yeah, it's never a good idea. Whoa, 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 whoa!
It might look like Prosper wrecked out, but he actually ended the chase. You can
Oh,
tell
did
what
he?
happened once we return to Trooper Sciarra's dash cam.
I didn't see him in the chase. Oh, okay, got him from behind.
Thankfully, Trooper Prosper was okay and was able to help
Yeah.
Sciarra arrest the suspects. Tobias Cody and his passenger, Roosevelt Williams, were cuffed and charged with aggravated fleeing,
Roosevelt
battery, and
Williams.
property damage.
That's an insult
Our
to our
troopers also
president.
found marijuana and a loaded handgun inside the car.
Never
if you
put 'em
enjoyed this
together.
video and want to see another just like it, be sure to click the link.
Wow. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end it. This was a bonus Friday night stream because there was a live police chase going on in the communist country of California. I didn't mean to even stay this long, but the chase ended too quickly. And I figured, what the hell, I'm already live. I might as well keep going for a little while. But guys, I'll be back tomorrow at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, Eastern Standard Time. I would have to live it. I would hate. Oh, I would too. Absolutely, I'd hate to live there. And guys, don't forget, we are trying to get up to $1,900 so we can get our IRL live stream equipment. Because we will be live, hopefully, on November 23rd with bounty hunting. Yep. We'll be out there bounty hunting and bringing you guys along with us. The hunt is on. So, you're welcome, baby girl. Late short stack. What? I have no idea what you're saying, Trooper. So, guys, you guys have a super, super blessed evening, and we'll see you tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Tell a friend about the stream. I'd appreciate it. Good night.
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth.